I'm gonna do what my Lord said. We gon' put in work for the 12, say yeah, yeah. Hit the block where my God stay. Yeah. We gon' preach the word until we all say yeah, yeah. It's that time to reprove. We got so much to do. Cleanse my sword, me don't lose. Yeah, I stand for the truth. Mr. Monster 12 to guys. Forever my praises to God. Tearing down while we building them up. We tearing down all of these lies. Yeah, we've been at the bottom too long. Our trials heavy, but the faith strong. Yeah, it's just us against the world. We all we got, but we ain't alone. And the dogs on the outside, dogs on the outside. Yeah, the truth got them tongue tied. Four corners say we worldwide. No love, and they know why. We don't walk the same, we don't talk the same, we don't dress the same. You don't feel my pain, you don't live the same. We ain't built the same, we don't do the same things. No, we don't bleed the same. You ain't built for pain, you ain't what you claim. You the seed that came, we gon' rule the game. You gon' feel the flames, you gon' feel the flames, you gon' feel the flames. I'm gon' do what my Lord said. We gon' put in work for the 12, say yeah, yeah. Hit the block where my God stay. We gon' preach the word until we all say yeah, yeah. I'm gon' do what my Lord said. We gon' put in work for the 12, say yeah, yeah. Hit the block where my God stay. We gon' preach the word until we all say yeah, yeah. 12 tribes got the truth. 12 tribes got the truth. Judah got the truth. Ephraim got the truth. 12 tribes got the truth. 12 tribes got the truth. Purple gold making moves.
So I guess we got the juice.
Yeah, you know we got the juice. Teaching in your city, a boulevard to the booth. 1 Peter 2:9, Christ King salute. 336, read that in Peru. 12, I salute. Chosen seed out the vessel. Gold pinky at the bezel. Dame you and bezel. God laws make me special. Only kings I sit next to. Voy a hacer lo que Dios dice. Voy a meter mano para los 12, yeah. En el barrio donde están los dioses. We gon' preach the word until we all say, yeah, yeah. I'm gon' do what my Lord said. We gon' put in work for the 12, say, yeah, yeah. Hit the block where my God stay. We gon' preach the word until we all say, yeah, yeah. I'm gon' do what my Lord said. We gon' put in work for the 12, say yeah, yeah. Hit the block where my God stay. We gon' preach the word until we all say yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey, all this hidden knowledge come first, I pass back. Hey, hey. They secret plotting one verse, I crash that. Ay, all this hidden knowledge come first, I pass back. Ay, know that Babylon is gon' burst like Baghdad. Growing day and night until it's no curse or backtrack. Tried to tell her, valley of death, I fear no evil. Don't care what they say, man, I don't hear no eagle. Look at how that bomb drop won't be no sequel. Put all faith in my God, I see no equal.
Ay, ay, where you been at? I've been on the block teaching my people where they drill at. All that hate you got for your brother, you better kill that. All that hate my people embracing, I do not feel that. Open up the app, follow along. Humbling down when I'm wrong. In Babylon, we don't belong. The hell they be on. Going above and beyond. Reciting the word in the psalm. No breaking this bond. They don't know how to respond. Nah, go back. Domino, king is back. We on go. That's a fact. We the chose. Who is that? Friend of foe. Move attack. Watch them close. How they act. How to go. Where we at? Coast to coast. Where they at? Down below. Ay.
Lord, get the spirit, now it's on. Running through the valley, we won't be here for too long. They plotting on my people, we can see what they be on. And all I gotta say is 1 hour, one bomb, hey.
They secret plotting one verse, I crash that. Ay, all this hidden knowledge come first, I pass back. Ay, know that Babylon is gon' burst like Baghdad. Growing day and night until it's no curse or backtrack. Tried to tell her, valley of death, I fear no evil. Don't care what they say, man, I don't hear no eagle. Look at how that bomb drop won't be no sequel. Put all faith in my God, I see no equal. Been with it, can't sin with it, I'm kill switching like crazy. I must heal in my zeal and it can't let vision get jaded. All my kin with it, we build different, they might think of us crazy. And we still visit with kids killing our kids, look what they made it. Hey, now we out of camp and we could surely die. Fleeing sin, I'm terrified of being stranded in that fire. My people been all Hellenized and feeling bad to fix their life. This overthrow is televised, they see us standing up in Christ. We want ours back, but they want combat. This our exodus, take your funds back. Come up against it, guarantee that they won't come back. Hey, now just wait until my God back.
Lord, get the spirit, now it's on. Running through the valley, we won't be here for too long. They plotting on my people, we can see what they be on. And all I gotta say is 1 hour, one bond, hey.
They secret plotting, one verse, I crashed that. Hey, all this hidden knowledge come first, I pass back. Hey, know that Babylon is gon' burst like Baghdad. Growing day and night until it's no curse or backtrack. Tried to tell her, valley of death, I fear no evil. Don't care what they say, man, I don't hear no eagle. Look at how that bomb drop, won't be no sequel. Put all faith in my God, I see no equal.
Dragon getting sick, we done made many foes. I seen many boats, but I seen plenty more foes. He was talking heat, Satan came, then he froze. But these are last days, we came to save many souls. I got my reader on left, telling my people repent, the kingdom is next. Long as I'm reading, I'm blessed, my mind is all on the precepts. Don't need it to flesh, payment of evil is death. Watch it wherever I step, no time left. I can't second guess, gotta duck that second death. They don't know how much you really took. We on the block, reading it straight from the book. Nation time, I know these scoffers shook. We bringing it out no matter how they look.
Ay, oh yeah. Look at the things that he's done for the nation. This world, ours for the taking. Remember the sin that we did in the basement. Oppressed by the heathen, I'm talking the basement. Kingdom so close and no man I could taste it. Daughter of Sarah don't need me no basic. Milk and the honey, like why would I waste it? Pull out the scripture, we fixing their faces. It's deeper than me. 144, hop out the beat. Teacher gon' teach and the reader gon' read. Shining my light so the people could see. Like, look at the evils we facing. Like a doctor, we working on patience. Got love for my people, don't show me no hatred. Tribe of the priest, do not call me no Haitian. Deal with they can just to ruin me. Poison community, darkness saluting me. If you move it too hot, you not cool with me. Death to an eater, might read in their eulogy. You know that we not with the foolery. Like, you know what I'm on. Sticks in the grass, so I'm mowing the lawn. Praising the Father from dusk to the dawn.
Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden, them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all bluff. Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden, them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all
Remember we
bluff.
was in them dark days. No God tryna parlay. Quit this sin and better part ways. Before you get cooked, saute. Lord ain't bluffing on you, dog. Bombs drop the Vietnam way. Only on the straight and narrow. You don't get played just for walking the Broadway. Said it before, man, the Lord sent the troops. Stand on my 10, teaching by tools. Ain't many men, we got the tools. Promise was sending, boy, we be the proof. Better prepare, they go to new. It's better blow like it's playing the flu. Lost never end, here go a clue. Walking in sin and you get in the boo. Wait, that's tough. Play with the word and you pressing your luck. Bliss in the block and we setting it up while you stand on the curb like you cannot get touched. Scoffers get tough, but no enough is enough. The Father, he calling your bluff. 1 minute it's up, then the next minute you stuck. Watching the Lord run amok. Hey.
Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all bluff. Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all bluff.
Past ways got changed up. When they talk wild, no labor. Last days get stranger. 11th hour, you in danger. Counting that cost had to pay up. Give a damn about the daughters for Jacob. All my riches with God, I'ma lay up. Now I'm surrounded with saviors. And still I discern if they really about it. The hate is hilarious. See the wicked, he died in the will of my God, overtaking the areas. Drive 11, my ticket to heaven. That pestilence hit and I slide in the chariot. Overcome, I can tell it kinetic and spirit embedded. I cannot just bury it. Take a picture, you know what I'm into. On a mission, don't know what I've been through. Only reap what you sow when it been true. Hunters, we come back, you know we gon' end you. I got a book that'll heal me. Take it and read it and word like a sensu. A servant of God that's a real me. Cutting off feet, I'm sure it'll end soon.
Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all bluff. Back down who? Back down what? All of a sudden them scarves is tough. Up in my KJV, I'm up in it. It give me a rush. One got touched, so we all got touched. Been that block, now they all got hushed. Speak on my general, man, y'all federal. Don't worry, he calling y'all bluff.
It's something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the drink in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Clean the belt. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Clean the belt. That's a hit. If you ain't standing for the truth, then you don't understand us. Yeah. Big ol' family hit for corners in Miami, Napa, baby. We ain't charging another foreign answer. Yeah. We giving truth for the Lord. I'm a patient saint when I be in Atlanta. Temptation, I can pray to God and never stop me. Christian churches, Holy Ghost is how to catching bodies. Yeah. We giving truth for the Lord. Giving dap when I'm dapper. Compliments to relax ya. Split tongue and that laughter. Never back to a pastor. Backstabbing and mask up. Disguise with a back rub. Cool, we got truth. It's something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the drink in the mix. In my bag.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. We in the building. Yes, sir. We are in the building. All praises. Hey, y'all know what time it is. This is Sands of the Seers. It's 12:30 on a Monday. Get in your cubicles. You understand? Get away from your employees, your co-workers. Bring it out. When I say your employees, because some of us is owners. So get away from your employees. Set them to labor. Yes. You understand? Get away from your damn co-workers. Get away from your, who else, bro? Whoever you got to get away from. Get away from them, man, and enjoy the next 2 hours. All praises to the Most High. All praises. Hey, we Sands of the Seers, IUIC Kansas City. I'm Captain of Red. We got
Officer Benaya, Officer Abishai,
Officer Lai Kim, Soldier Gamliels.
All praises to the Most High. You know what it is. You know, we're going to go into, hey, the white man's the damn devil.
Oh, you know.
Amalek's the devil.
Yep. Bring it out.
You understand? And we got a lot of Negroes that's the damn devil as well.
Bring it out.
All right, so we want to shout out. We want to shout out our subscribers. If you ain't subscribed yet, go subscribe to IUIC Kansas City. Go subscribe right now to IUIC Kansas City. It only take 1 second. It only take 1 second to hit that button. Go post a comment. Let me make sure the comments work. If you can hear me, give me a shalom. Cap, what's going on? How you feeling? Drop what city you in. I just want to see if the comments is working. I want to see if we online and we moving and shaking this morning, man. It's a beautiful, it's all praises, bro. You can't do nothing but be in the spirit today. You understand? We here. I tried, bro. You know what I'm saying? I traveled down to the A last weekend.
Yes, sir.
I tried to do some intel. Damn. You understand? Because I got the drop that the belt was down in Atlanta. I got the drop.
Riverdale.
But you know, hey, bro.
You come back with it, Cap?
I didn't come back with it, bro.
Hey, somebody's sitting on stolen goods.
Somebody's definitely
they know who they are.
Stolen goods, man. It is what it is. Come on, man. You know, maybe I think by default, whoever wins next year, the best, what they call it? The cook-off, the grill-off.
Yep.
You should just get the belt by default for a year, bro, since you ain't had it.
Look at here. I plan on winning it next year.
So you gonna win it next year again?
Hey, the way this is going, I just got to keep winning to keep it.
Damn. I don't know, bro. Hey. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, so you know what? We're gonna talk about Gaza today, y'all. We're gonna talk about Gaza, the things that's going on over there in Gaza. Hey, it's for our benefit. Right. It's for our benefit, whether you know it or not. This is why we coming. This is why we here. This is Sands of the Seers. The prophets was able to see different things through time and write it down. Because you got to understand, back when Adam, you had Noah, during Noah's days, and so forth. We wasn't writing. It wasn't no illustrating. It was just speaking.
Right.
We was just speaking. We was just talking a language. It wasn't until, you get into the Egyptian captivity, the Egyptians started actually writing things down, and documenting things. So they illustrating our vocabulary, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's where Moses came and he had to rewrite. He had to go back and rewrite the beginning. Rewrite the beginning. So now, all the prophets, they took suit to illustrate, write things down. Give me that in Daniel, I think it is. Is Daniel 9:2? And then give me that in New Testament when Daniel said he learned through books. Give me that right quick.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 2.
Try to fix
In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by book.
He said, I, Daniel, understood by book. So imagine the prophets not writing things down. Right. Imagine the Lord not putting the spirit on the men to start documenting, what was going on during their time period. Yep. We'd be lost in the sauce right now, man. We'd be lost. Our people would be totally destroyed right now as we speak. But the Lord gave our forefathers, the prophets, the seers, a spirit to illustrate what was on their mind, the visions that they had saw during their time period. Give me that in Romans. What is it, Romans 15 and 4? Give me that thing.
The book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Watch this. New Testament say the same thing. Go ahead.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
Whatever was written aforetime, read.
Were written for our learning.
It was written down for us to learn from.
To this day.
For us to glean from.
Yep.
Not written down. The prophets just wasn't wasting time. They had idle time on their hands. Nah. The things that they wrote down, it was written for us to learn from. So we can understand in these last days exactly a couple things. Who we are and who the damn devil is. Right. Because the Lord prophesied, hey, there's going to be another man that's going to come in my name. And is going to start spewing out blasphemies all over the world. Put a veil over the world. Without the books, without the prophets, without the seers, where will we be?
Exactly.
Lost.
Huh?
Still lost.
We'd be lost.
Still in the hood somewhere.
Still in the damn ghetto, in the hood. Probably dead. Yep. Remember our parents used to tell us all the time. Said you're going to be dead or in jail. Right. Those are your two options. Yep. Dead or in jail. You understand? And that didn't resonate with myself.
Them hella options, bro.
That's a hell of options, bro. Even from a damn young teenager.
Yeah.
That's what your parents, your aunties, those who loved you.
Yep.
That's what they would instill in you. You understand? Those are the two options. So, all praise to the Most High. The Lord put a spirit on us to understand this Bible, to go into this Bible, so we can look at history, we can look at prophecy, and, we can put it all to today. We can all bring it up to today to save souls. That's the objective, to save souls. All right? So, y'all got anything, bro?
We dealt with a brother at camp yesterday, Cap, and the brother was saying, what he was saying? How can you believe in the book?
Yeah.
Talking about the Bible and stuff. But the officer asked him, hey, do you read the car manual?
Right.
He said, yes. Is that accurate?
Yes. He don't question the car.
He don't question the car manual, but when it comes to the Bible, there's always something to question about the Bible.
Right. You better shut your brother said, look at a dog. Dog got a soul. Do they follow a book?
Boy, ain't no way,
Brothers
boy.
be going off, Cap.
Yeah, man. It is. Yeah. And that's the spirit. That's the spirit that we inherited from America, from Babylon.
Yep.
Because a lot of times throughout the years, so-called, I hate to say Christians, because that's blasphemy. Because you're literally saying the anointed ones.
Yep.
But Christianity, they have been teaching this word for so long, you get desensitized to the trumpet, if you will. Yeah. You understand? You get desensitized to the words that are coming out because it has been distorted throughout history. So now we come through with this clean living water. Like Bishop's class last week was like fresh aqua water. What's the freshest water you can? Y'all water.
That's Apana water.
Hey, what they
It's
call
what?
That's Apana.
That's Apana water.
The water in Galilee. What you said? That dude, the water in Galilee.
The water of Galilee. I'm talking about fresh spring water. Get that right quick. What is it? Out his belly. John 7:38 right quick.
Yep.
Man, this stand, man. Get this right quick.
The book of John, chapter 7 and verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture had said.
He that believeth on Christ, as the scripture has said, according to the testimony of the Lord. Who was Christ? What color was Christ? Why did he come to the earth? What people did he save?
He came from a man.
He came from a man. It said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture have said. Read.
Out of his belly.
Out of his belly, meaning out of his mind. Out of his mind. Watch this. Read that scripture, and then I'm going to get you the precept to show you. Go ahead.
He that believeth on me,
Go ahead.
as the scripture hath said,
Go ahead.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Out of his belly shall flow livers of living water. That's right. Get Proverbs. Let me look at it. Proverbs 10 and 11. Watch this. Said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. It's going to be clear as day. It's going to be plain. The prophecy ain't going to be sealed as it was sealed to our forefathers.
Right.
Yep.
Watch this. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 11. The mouth of a righteous man
The mouth of one that believeth on the Lord, as the scripture have said. Read.
is a well of life.
It's a what of life?
A well of life.
It's like drawing water out of it. It's fresh water. It's a well of life. This is why so many people glean to the classes.
Right. Bring it out.
To the IUIC classes. If you look at any of our classes, starting with the bishop would go without saying.
Right.
But on down to his students that he's teaching. He's taught us so well, accurate. If you study, he's made this so plain, and he's on us. Hey, study this. You gotta make sure you on this. People tune into the teachings of IUIC.
Right. Yep.
Versus other camps, other schools, other churches, other institution, devil, synagogues of Satan. You get 1, 2, 3 views.
Bring it out.
100 views, 7 months.
Yep.
You understand? This is what you get, because ain't nobody drawing water from them. It ain't no damn water to draw.
No life.
And that's why a lot of people is living.
Damn, it's city water.
He said city water.
Damn.
Polluted.
Polluted. You don't even want to clean yourself in no damn city water.
That's why a lot of people leaving Christianity, because the teachings is, like you said, Cap, it's not documented in the Bible. And even the synagogue of Satan, instead of going to the book, they got a Talmud. That's what it says, oral traditions.
Yeah.
That's not in the Bible, period.
Not in the Bible, period.
No water.
So, go back to that John. So this is what we seeing in these last days, man. We seeing the prophecies being made very clear, plain as day. Watch this. Read what you got again.
John chapter 7 and verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said,
Go ahead.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Out of his belly shall flow living water, man. Out of his mind we gonna make it plain to you.
Yep.
We gonna make it plain, and it's only gonna be for those 1/3.
Bring it out.
He said, the Lord said, hey, my sheep hear my words. Everybody else, they going to hear this thing, and it's going to pass by them because they're not going to take it serious, because the word has been distorted. All this is orchestrated from the Lord. It's all a design. You understand? So let's jump right into it. The title of the class is The Judgment of Gaza for the Captivity of the Jews, right? For the Captivity of the Jews. Now, think of that title right there. I got to get on my Bishop Yabasop right now. Think of that title right there. For the Captivity of the Jews. Damn, I just transformed it to Bishop Yabasop. You see that, bro? The spirit just hit me, bro. For the Captivity of the Jews. The Jews right now ain't in no captivity.
Bring it out.
Ain't in no captivity.
No captivity.
Name a
17 days.
Oh, 17 days.
17
I'm sorry.
days,
Let's put some respect. Let's put some respect on their captivity. They asses ain't in no captivity.
No captivity.
To the extent of the Jews.
Bring it out.
When we say the Jews, unless you've been hid under a rock somewhere, unless you've been distorted by Babylon sorceries and witchcraft, Christian, that goes all into it. You wouldn't understand the Jews are black.
Right.
Can you give me a slew of scriptures showing that the Jews is black?
A slew.
I want a slew. I want a plethora of scriptures.
A smorgasbord.
Showing that the Jews is black.
Bring it out.
And I bet you any amount of money that in your church, you can't do this with your reader.
Right.
The pastor, he can't do this with the deacons. He can't do this with the common folks sitting on the first row. He can't do this.
Nope.
Give me some scriptures showing that the Jews are black. Go ahead. Kick it off.
The book of Jeremiah.
Hey, can you load up a gun or something, bro?
Get a machine gun.
So,
There you go.
Cap, you ain't even going to tell him the scriptures.
I'm not going to tell him the scriptures.
He knows the scriptures.
It's his duty
All praise.
as an ambassador of Christ
Okay.
to know where we going.
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Okay.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Go ahead.
They are black.
They are what color?
They are black.
The Jews are black. The Jews are black. Give me another.
The book of Lamentations.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 5 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
Our skin was black like an oven.
Our skin, this is Jeremiah describing the conditions of the Israelites. He said our skin was black like a damn oven. Go ahead.
Because of the terrible famine.
Because of the famine.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 8.
Wait a minute. Because back in the Holocaust,
Bring it out, Cap.
they was in a famine.
They was in a famine.
They was in the oven.
They was in the oven.
Right.
That's a good point. They was in the oven.
Yeah.
Nobody turned black. Can you give me some pictures of some Holocaust refugees?
Oscar Nazis.
The Ashkenazis.
Nazis.
The Ashkenazis. Oh, they are the Nazis. Give me that.
Hey, Cap, even when you think about the title of the class for the captivity of the Jews, think about the Jewish people today. They're trying to enforce a captivity on the people of Gaza.
Bring it up.
So
Oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
How can they be the Jews if they're doing this?
Come on, bring it out. That's what
Hey.
I'm saying. You think about that title. Put that on the screen right quick.
Hell no.
I don't see no black people.
on
No
there?
black people.
Come on, bring it out, y'all. You don't see no damn black people.
Nah.
These people starving right here.
Yeah, that's all I see.
I
I
a lot
see
of-
bones.
I see big ass heads.
I do see bones. I see big head. That's what happened.
ass
Little
head.
bodies,
Little bodies, big head.
cheekbones, kneecaps.
But no red. I don't see no. I see red, but no
I
black.
see red, but I don't see black.
Damn.
Houston, we got a problem.
That math ain't mathing.
Your math ain't mathing. You not the Jews. And we going to keep saying it until Christ comes back.
Right.
You not the Jews. The Jews are black. Read that one more time. Then we gonna get into it. I know come on.
Chapter 5 and verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Let's sit on that one.
Go ahead. Give me another one.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal.
Their faces were blacker than a coal. Go ahead.
They are not known in the streets.
They wasn't even recognizable in the streets. Go ahead.
Their skin cleaveth to their bones.
That's because of famines. Go ahead.
It is withered. It has become like a stick.
You understand that? So we was in the conditions of famine, like a stick.
Yep.
Shivered up.
But we was black.
But we turned black.
Turned black. Darker.
Darker.
Yep.
Hyperpigmentation. That's
Give me that in Isaiah 29, I think it is. 29 in verse 22. Let me look at this right quick.
Yes, sir.
Yep, read that.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob.
Go ahead.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face now wax pale.
Oh, my goodness. I remember when Bishop Kanah brought this out, bro. My life changed, bro. I think I was in the truth. I was in the truth. So, bro, like, oh, my goodness, bro. You can't make this up. It said they faces. Read that again. Read it again.
Bro, you gotta drop a bomb.
Yeah, read it again.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob.
Go ahead.
Jacob shall not now be ashamed.
Go ahead.
Neither shall his face now wax pale.
It says even in the conditions that they in, they faces is not gonna wax pale. Can you put the pale people back up there again?
Damn.
This is against prophecy.
Against
The devil.
Are the pale people up there?
Yeah, they up there.
They wax pale.
Yep.
We get blacker in famine.
That's right.
The Jews are black.
Yes.
And this is why the things that are happening to Gaza is happening to Gaza because of the captivity of the Jews, of the real Jews. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
You are the Jews.
Hey, even thinking about the Holocaust, like they'll show all these pictures of the Edomites right here, but at the same time, we were getting oppressed the same way. They don't want to show them pictures because if we was in here in these pictures looking like that because of the famine, because of what they was doing to us, they would see we fit the scriptures.
Hey, can I get one cap right before we get
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Daniel 9? Because some people might.
Are we gonna pull that out?
You gonna pull that out? Okay.
No, don't pull that out right now.
Sorry,
Hold
I'm
that in the
sorry.
arsenal, bro.
Yeah,
Don't be
sure.
a jumper.
I'm jumping the
Show
line.
the gun line, boss.
Don't be a
Show the gun
line.
line, boss.
Show him the script line, boss. All right, let's get into it. Give me the first one.
I don't know if you've heard this. There's an insecure actress comedian named Yvonne Orji.
Yeah.
She a 39-year-old virgin. Say she wait and say, you know, she has been married, you know, she gonna wait. But when her husband, when she get all that, she gonna be wooling, make his head pop off.
And the funny thing about you mentioned that, and that's one of the topics for the night. And I tweeted you earlier today about her. I said, listen, what y'all think about this God-fearing woman who has herself aligned in the right places, being unionized with
Nah, I'm looking for a sinner.
Huh?
Wow. I'm looking for a sinner. Wow. I'm looking for a sinner. Send me Miss Nasty B. What her name was? Oh, what did you say? I would need an umbrella.
Miss Nasty B.
Yeah. I'm looking for. I don't want nobody walking in the straight and narrow.
No.
I want a sinner. That's what I'm looking for.
Think about you on that private
Pause.
jet. What do you?
This right here, I wanted to show this because I want you to see the mindset of the black man today. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you two extremes. This is the mindset of the black man today. This is why Christ, get that in Luke 7, I think it is. He said he likened us to children. Because these brothers right here, these are two grown men, and they down there 60 years old, 50s, 60s years old. And this brother say, hey, I don't want a holy sister.
Right.
I don't want a sister reading the scriptures. I want me a sinner. You mocking God. Our people in the last days, as you see war happening all around you, you see the world spinning out of control, coming to an end as we know it today.
Yeah.
You get on live TV and you mock God.
Right.
And some people, then when you got to think about it, when we laugh at these things, there's nothing funny about what he just said, the video. At all. But the Lord said, hey, you want to mock me? I'm going to mock you.
Bring it out.
Watch this. This is what how the Lord describes the black men today. Go ahead, read that.
Luke chapter 7 and verse 31.
Yep.
And the Lord said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation?
Go ahead.
And to what are they like?
He said, what are they like? Read, come on.
They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace.
Christ described the men of his generation, this generation right now. He describes our mentality like kids. You got grown men, just the Willie Lynch letter in a nutshell.
Yep.
You have grown men that are conducting themselves on national TV, because this podcast is national TV, going out viral.
Yep.
Conducting themselves as children. I want a sinner. He go on later to say, I want to put the Bible right here and ask, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Come on, man.
This the message that you putting out to the world, how they perceive black men. And you don't even have the mental fortitude to understand that.
Right.
It's not a joking matter.
Yep.
Read it again.
They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
This is all the black men is good for in the world. Piping, dancing, entertainment. And this is what we want. We want a reaction. Everybody, I want to go viral. It's vainglory. I want you to see me. Who's going to say the next shocking thing, the next appealing thing? Clickbait. Same for the women too. Remember, what's the sister name that said she slept with 35 men? I forgot her name.
All of them, Cap.
I'm about to say, the first thing I thought about was, what's that chick? Sukiana, whatever her name.
Not Sukiana. But Sukiana, she's one of them.
Dirty Red.
It was the one that got the kid, Brittany Renner.
Yeah, Brittany.
Remember, she was on Shannon's show.
Right. LGBTQZY chick.
Remember, she was
basketball
on.
Player.
Yeah, she was on Shannon's show. Hey, I slept with 35 men. Viral. That's the image that they want from blacks and Hispanics. You see what I'm saying? And our men don't have the mental fortitude to understand the tricks that the devil was playing. So this is why we have to be even more grateful that the Lord is sitting here and putting the spirit on the bishops, the deacons, the captains, the officers, the soldiers to bring forth this word to combat the flood of the dragon, because this is a part of the flood that you read about in Revelations.
And a lot of times, Cap, like when we was in the world, we thought these type of brothers was cool.
Yeah, we thought this was cool.
We looked up to these brothers. These brothers, we call them OGs and everything. We look up to them. Give me Job 32:9.
Oh, you got
Job 32:9. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
But yeah, we looked up to these brothers in the world. We thought these brothers was cool. We thought this was the definition of being a man.
Yep.
Read that.
Job chapter 32 and verse 9. Great men are not always wise.
So the Bible is telling you great men, meaning older men, are not always wise. Read.
Neither do the aged understand judgment.
And neither does the age understand judgment. Because like you said, Cap, if he understood judgment, he would know what he's doing is perverting the image of the black man in America.
Right.
Now when the police pull you over, they mindset of you an animal anyway.
Right.
I have every right to kill you because you are an animal. But we don't understand that we are basically perverting how everybody in the world look at us.
And like Cap said, they're laughing about it.
Yeah.
They're mocking God. Let me get Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1:22. Because it's a laughing matter right now. But when them bombs drop, when that judgment come, they ain't gonna be laughing. It ain't gonna be funny then. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
It says, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? Our aged men, they have failed us. They have failed us, bro. This brother is 55 years old. Talking about I want a sinner. And what do you think that does? All it does is create generational curses. The next generation going to be the same way. The next one going to be the same way. We love simplicity. When this Bible come out, we don't want to hear it. Because of the men, our so-called leaders aren't teaching us anything. Keep reading.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Scorners delight. They delight in their scorner. Delight in I want a sinner. And then Ocho Cinco, whatever his name is now, he laughing right behind it. He ain't too much younger than them. You get what I'm saying? They laughing at this. Keep reading.
And fools hate knowledge. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
So this word is being known. You can't say nobody on this earth don't know this word.
Nope.
We out in these streets. You get what I'm saying? But what do they say when we go out there to the streets? Purple Power Rangers, purple faggots.
We get mocked.
We get mocked. We get scorned. You get what I'm saying? But get to the point. Let's get to the point. I know Cap. He waiting. Give me verse 26.
Verse 26.
Yep.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
Right.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
Hey, the Father's gonna laugh at your calamity. All right, and it's coming. I'm telling you, keep mocking God, you're gonna get judged for that thing. When that car flip over, when you get that HIV, that STD,
because you want a sinner.
Because you want a sinner.
That's what comes with a sinner.
That's what comes with a sinner. Hey, the
that
Father's
clap.
gonna laugh at that thing because this instruction is out on this earth, and it's up to you if you're gonna hear or forbear at the end of the day. All right.
That's 100% on the money. 100% on the money. Get that in Luke. Go back to that Luke and just read Luke 7:35, just to back up what he's saying.
The book of Luke, chapter 7 and verse. I'm sorry.
7 and 35. Then cue me up that next video.
The book of Luke, chapter 7 and verse 35.
Watch this.
But wisdom is justified of all her children.
It said wisdom is going to be justified of her children. Her children are going to understand wisdom clearly in the last days. They're going to get this living water. They're going to understand, hey, that's the truth right here. Let me take another look. Wisdom is going to be justified of her children. This is another scripture right here showing you everybody ain't God's kids, bro. Everybody ain't God's kids. You going to say something?
I was just going to say, that's the definition of that Sirach 25 when it talks about the old man, the old adulterer that doted.
The doteth.
You know what I mean? Like
get that scripture.
Yeah,
get that. Promote that precept. It's a good precept.
Dang,
it's a good precept.
It wasn't Shannon. He was drinking Irk Jerk on the live and smoking black.
Smoking black.
Straight cool.
Amazing.
Do-rag, everything. And the Esau sitting inside of him or across from him, laughing, mocking.
Yep.
And then when he leaves the show, what does Esau got to do? He got to replace the niggerdom. So how do you replace the niggerdom? You get Lil Wayne.
Yep.
Because that's a part of that's the gimmick. And we don't realize these things. This is why the Lord is judging these other nations, because he know the black man ain't gonna stand up.
Bring it out.
He ain't gonna stand up for himself. Nah, hell no. I gotta intervene.
Yep.
The Hispanic man ain't gonna stand up. The Hispanic man, he's celebrating Day of the Damn Dead.
Right.
He's not gonna stand up. The Native American man, he's high, he's drunk.
Yep.
He's not gonna stand up.
Yep.
So I have to inflict judgment on this earth so people can realize I'm in control. Yes, watch this. Read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life.
Damn. You don't understand the depths of when the Lord say, I'm offended at your life?
Dang.
He created life.
Dang.
And he said, bro, I'm offended that I created this.
I offended that I put air in your lungs.
That I put air in your lungs. I took the time to make this spirit. Damn. Read.
A poor man that is proud. A rich man that is a liar.
He said a poor man that is proud. That goes on in a lot of our communities. We ain't got no damn money, but we walk around with a prideful spirit on us.
Yep.
With a pride like can't nobody tell us nothing. And we at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yep.
Read, come on.
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man that lies. Go ahead.
And an old adulterer.
And Shannon Sharp. An old adulterer.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about not just Shannon Sharp, because it's a lot of old adulterers.
Yep. Yes.
That's in the black and Hispanic community.
Yes.
A lot of them.
Yep.
Old adulterers having kids at damn 87 years old.
Yep.
90 years old. Still having babies. 10, 15 baby mamas.
They should have an established family.
Your family should be established. You should be on the damn beach with your toes in the sand somewhere.
Yep.
You know, when you go to Hawaii, the only ones that wear Hawaiian shirts is tourists. You should be in Hawaii with that right. So you should be in Hawaii with your shirt on. Hey, I'm a tourist. Look at me. I'm retired with my hat.
With the little feathers around
with
their
the
neck.
feathers around your neck. Right. You understand with the coconut water.
Coconut water.
When I get on, I had a whole setup, bro. I need the whole shebang. Right. Go ahead, read.
And an old adulterer that doteth.
Go ahead.
That's it on that.
That's it. So the Lord said these are things I hate. Now watch this. Give me the next video. What we showing is the two extremes. The judgment that's going on in Gaza is for your benefit, black people. We shouldn't be conducting ourselves in a childlike mentality, nor like this. Let's go.
Can you tell us today, as a black American, why you're here supporting the Palestinian cause?
I find that the Palestinian cause is the same that a lot of black Americans and just people of color have been enduring worldwide. So I come to show my solidarity.
As a black American, I understand what this oppression looks like, what it's like to grow up in a settler colonial state that doesn't respect the people within its so-called borders.
What happens here in the U.S. against black people also happens with Palestinian people. I think our voices are being silenced for a reason. They don't want us to be loud. I think that gives us even more reason to be loud.
I feel like it's the responsibility of every American to stand up for this cause when our very own tax dollars are going to fund this genocide.
You got to keep fighting for what you believe in. Can't give up. Everybody wants to give up. We saw
that powerful niggardry at work here.
And you got to understand these my black people. My black people. You got to understand. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You got to understand.
My black people.
We the only ones, if you could put that back on the screen, we the only ones that we want a simulation, but nobody wants to be assimilated with us.
Bring it out.
We dress up. You know, when I was looking at it, there's so much depths in this. Every high holy day or holiday from the world, right, aspect, we go to the extremes. St. Patrick's Day, we got the green on. 4th of July, we got the flags.
The whole outfit, Cap.
The whole outfit.
Air Force on flags.
Yes. Air Force flags. We got everything.
Yep.
Our brother standing here with the whole Palestinian gear.
Man.
He designed it probably.
He designed that. You understand? But when the last time have you ever seen an Arab
Bring it out.
or a Muslim at a Tamir Rice rally?
Bring it out.
Never.
Speaking.
Never.
When the last time you seen that? Sandra Bland rally.
Never.
You don't see this. But you don't see Moab. When I say Moab, meaning the Chinese man. You don't see him.
Right. No.
But you see our people what's the word that I'm looking for? Involving ourselves in they rallies with the whole damn get up.
Right.
This is the mindset of our people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, and I bet you not nan one of them was at a Mike Brown rally.
Nope.
Was at a Sandra Bland, but they at their rally. Not nan one of them was probably at one of our own rallies. I guarantee you that.
Yep. You don't see none of these nations, like you said, Cap. Jim Crow.
Yeah.
You don't see no Palestinian out there that was trying to benefit black people. Black holes, no Palestinian. Even when we talk about a history, you don't see no Palestinian, period. Then remember, in Kansas City at the 7-Eleven that the Arab zone, it was a black girl named Angel, a little girl who was killed up there.
Yeah.
They didn't even want to put up money to find the killer, and it happened at their establishment. Sean, they don't care about us.
Hey,
all these things happen. Go. You gonna say something?
Say yeah. Can we get Deuteronomy 28? Deuteronomy 28 and let's read verse 20. Start at 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
So this is what we seeing is going on. This is what you call madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Because like you said, these people who have had a part in our destruction, as soon as they go through something on a very small level, not even compared to what we've been going through for over 400 years, now we want to march with them.
Now you want to join with them.
Now we want to go out there and say we feel for their pain. But they, like you said, they continue to show us that they don't give a damn about us. That's an astonishment right there. That's why these other nations look at us and knowing we will never get right.
Right.
Because this is what we think. This is how we want to assimilate ourselves, and this is how we want to show that we are man. No. What happened to the level of separation?
Yep. And stop forgetting.
Yeah,
stop forgetting what the hell happened to us. We the only people that forget our forefathers. The atrocities that happened to our forefathers. The so-called white man don't. As we're going to show you, the so-called African, he don't. The so-called Chinese man, they don't.
Right.
They not letting nothing go.
The Arab man don't. It's obviously the
Arab
Arab man don't.
The Arab man don't.
That happened in what, 1948, and they still fighting.
And they still fighting.
Yeah.
October, and you know another thing as far as with October 7th, right? Because they say that the military or Hamas, that they attack civilians. I want you to type in soldier. Every citizen has to join the army in Israel or the IDF in Israel. Watch this. Because that's how they try to paint it on the news. Hey, they just attacked the common civilian. That's not the case. Read that right there.
National military service.
Let us know when it's up there. So, go ahead.
National military service is mandatory for all Israeli citizens.
You see this? So you can't just be a citizen over in Israel. You have to join the IDF. And there's certain stipulations that could get you out of that. But the common folk, you've been a part of the IDF. So you gotta ask themselves, damn, was they attacking civilians?
Right.
As was stated online? Or was this war? Military
Damn, son,
war.
where'd you find this?
Read it again.
National military service is mandatory for all Israeli citizens over the age of 18.
Go ahead.
Although Arab, but not Druze or Druze, citizens are exempted if they so please.
He said Arab, they exempt. Because who they going to war with?
Right.
The Arabs.
The Arabs.
Their own people.
They can't trust them, that's why.
No friendly
So-called white man got enough. Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth.
He got enough.
No, you good. You good. That's a good line jump right there. That's a good line. That's a good. You can't trust him. Why would I bring him into my service if I know the common enemy is Gaza?
Right.
It's the Arabs.
Bringing
Straight
the
friendly
agency.
fire.
When I ask you to drop a bomb, in your back of your mind, you might be thinking, hey, this is my family.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That slight pause could cause somebody to get put to death.
Yes.
So he said, hey, the Arabs, y'all exempt. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about fighting.
Yep.
Go to South Gaza. And we know what happened in South Gaza.
Right.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Although Arab, citizens are exempted if they so please, and other exceptions may be made on religious, physical, or psychological grounds.
He said other exemptions may be made on religion. This is why a lot of them funnel into Judaism.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to fight.
Yeah.
So they have to wear the black hats, the curly hair. They
Yep.
got to join that.
Yep.
Or else you're going to be in the military service. You're going to be in the IDF.
Just like they forcing our brothers that's on. Hey, can you give me that hand joint in hand? And everyone should go to his own people. But just our people that's in Demona, they forcing them to fight in the military. And it's so bad, Cap. I seen the video of them justifying them being in the military, basically saying we're fighting for our land. In their minds, they thinking they fighting for their land. And that's a strong delusion right there.
Yes, sir.
When you ain't even supposed to be over there. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
It says everybody that's proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. When you go against the Bible, that's being proud in your mind. The Bible tells you, guess what? Destruction is going to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
But when you go against the Bible and you come up with a doctrine saying, hey, you got to flee America, you being proud in your mind. That's an abomination. Keep going.
Though hand join in hand.
And now hand joined in hand, because now you're living over there and now you got to join their military. Just like our brother right here, the brother with the Palestinian gear on. Hand joined in hand when the Palestinians had nothing to do with our oppression. They did not fight for us when we was being oppressed. But now we out there marching with them. Go ahead.
Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
The Bible tells you, though, hey, even though you joining hand in hand with your enemy, guess what? The same punishment your enemy got, you're going to suffer that same punishment. You're going to suffer that same judgment. So we got to get our minds right.
Watch this. Go back to that video. Go back to the other video we had. We weren't done with it. Play.
They're going to fund this genocide.
You got to keep fighting for what you believe in. Can't give up. Everybody wants people to give up. We saw apartheid regime in South Africa. We see how Native Americans were treated in the United States. So you just got to keep the struggle and perseverance.
I think that we are siblings in this together.
We're praying for you. We love you. Don't give up and fight like hell. But we're going to support you always. And we're never going to forget you.
Watch this. Give me the next video.
They don't even realize your prayers is going against the Bible.
Against the Bible. Against the Bible. Literally, the angels is in dread, fearful to carry that prayer before the Lord.
Yes, yes.
I'm telling you. Go ahead. Give me the next
like,
one.
I'm not taking
this. I'm not wasting my time with this. Are you crazy? Praying for the same people that has annihilated your people in history.
Right.
Yes.
How soon we forget?
Yep.
But even something he said, too. He said you should never stop fighting for what you believe in. If that's the case, why are you there?
Why are you there?
Why aren't you continuing your fight for your own people?
Bring it out.
It don't make sense.
And I'm going to tell you what your fight is for your own people. Repentance.
Right.
Repentance.
Once you repent, come back to these laws, now you in the fight for your people.
Yep.
For the minds of your people. But anyway, give me that. Read that. Play that.
If you're human, you know what I'm saying, and you know, you part of the human nature, you know, the human family and all these type of things. But specifically, you know, we coming from an angle of being oppressed ourselves. We are oppressed people. We are a colonized nation. I just look at it like this. If you black or African and things of that nature, you should be easily, you know what I'm saying, identifying with oppressed people. Because who's been more oppressed than African people? You know, and so if you seeing other, you know, peoples, nation, or colonized peoples being oppressed, I think it's a duty for us to get into that struggle and stand in solidarity with those type of people, because like the elder Asada Shakur stated, she stated that
Stop.
people in the global community.
This is the mindset. I'm showing you two extremes.
Yeah.
You got the childlike mind. Both of them is child mindsets. Let's get that first and foremost. But you got the mindset of old adulterer that's just playing games and comfortable in their sin. Then you got this man right here who's trying to join hand in hand, like the scripture you brought out, with the same people you're oppressing, that has oppressed you, because they are experiencing oppression. This is why Christianity has failed us as a people. Because if pastors would have told us the prophecies, if pastors would have explained to us all the things that happened to the 12 tribes of Israel throughout history, we wouldn't have no issues with the judgments of Gaza, of what's going on. We would understand the things that are happening. This is for our benefit. This is because they have literally touched the apple of God's eyes.
Right.
They did this.
Yes.
And the so-called white man is just not fury to black folks.
Bring it out.
You know, I know we be saying that like, man, he's the damn devil. Yeah, all these nations know he's the devil that the Bible speak of. But he is the Lord's belt.
Right.
And that belt is just not for his kids. Sometimes the step kids get their ass kicked. And when think about it, when the step kids get their behinds whooped,
Right.
it's a little more severe.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying? You take it a little bit more extreme than you would do for your child. Now when you whoop your child, you might stay on him, you know, because it's love.
It's love.
It's love. I got to stay on you. But once you get around to that step kid, once you get to a level of, you know what I'm saying? You know this level, like, bruh, this Negro that pissed me off. Oh, bro, you can't stop the whelps.
Can't stop it.
You got to pull the, what's the CD? What's the child services?
Yeah.
You got to pull the child services in. That's what happens. And you will understand that if you knew the prophecy.
Yes.
This brother right here is saying black people got an obligation to join in the war. That's false.
Yeah.
That's false. This is not our business, period.
Hey, and his statement is an oxymoron because he said we have to join the war, right? We have a responsibility, right? He named the shot of Shakur.
Yeah.
As his elder.
Wow.
What have black people done? I'll be honest, like Bishop said it. We're the only people who forget about our revolutionaries.
Right.
We're the only people who don't take care of our revolutionaries.
Right.
So you naming a shot of Shakur, but you talking about helping Palestine.
Right.
But we not even helping our own people.
Right.
We ain't even helping. A shot of Shakur been out the country for years.
Years.
Nobody's
She can't
done.
even think about coming back to America.
Exactly.
That ain't even a thought in her mind.
Exactly. But you talking about fighting for Palestine. What
Right.
about your own people? Makes no sense.
Now watch this. Watch this. Play on. Let me hear the rest of it.
Colonized peoples being oppressed, I think it's a duty for us to get into that struggle and stand in solidarity with those type of people because, like the elder Asada Shakur stated, she stated that any oppressed people in the global community that's being oppressed and they are resisting against those same oppressors, that is a victory or a blow to the tentacles of imperialism. So we should be supporting any oppressed group that's resisting imperialism because that's a victory for us in the long run.
It's not a victory for us. We the only people that have this mindset of let's pull these other nations, let's align ourselves with these other nations, and these other nations don't want to be aligned with us unless it benefits them.
Right.
The only reason why the so-called white man was marching with us or emancipated us, the North, that's because the South was getting free labor.
Right.
They were getting labor at a price cheaper than the North. The North want to pay minimum wage. I want to pay you $2.13. The South is getting it for free. Wait a minute, we got to go to war.
Yeah.
That's what the war is all about.
Yeah.
So let me emancipate you so I can get you for $2.13.
Right.
Makes sense, don't it?
Right. Good economics.
That's good economics. But our black people, we don't understand this. We have forgotten our forefathers. Give me Job 8 right quick.
Hey, before you get there, it reminds me of when it says we used to be like a lion's whelp, like a young lion. We knew we was for our people. He just talked about Sada Shakur. She was a part of the Black Panther Party. All of that's when we were that young lion, a lion's whelp. If you go and tell Huey Newton or who was Fred Hampton about we should stand with Palestine, they'll look at you half crazy. You get what I'm saying? They'll look at you half crazy. Yep. We are like the old lion today. We forgot who we are.
Yep.
Give me that Job 8, Nate. Watch this.
Job chapter 8 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
The scriptures is telling us, hey, inquire of your fathers and prepare yourself for a search. Your father's trauma, your father's history should teach you. Watch this. Keep reading. Come on.
For we are but of yesterday.
Because we are but of yesterday.
Yep.
We are our forefathers. The things that happened to our forefathers, that happened to us.
Bring it out.
Watch this, read.
We are but of yesterday.
Go ahead.
And know nothing. Because our days upon earth are a shadow.
Go ahead.
Shall not they teach thee?
Shall not your fathers teach you? Go ahead.
And tell thee? And utter words out of their heart?
You see this? This is why the Lord is saying, prepare yourself for a search of your fathers. Because your father's history should teach you. Teach you something. What did your forefathers go through?
Bring it out.
What atrocities? What conditions that who put those conditions on them?
Bring it out.
Your fathers are able to, they have documented this stuff. It's illustrated in books.
Yes.
All you got to do is read and understand and keep that in the forefront of your mind.
Bring it out.
But as black people, we have forgotten our forefathers. We have forgotten our ancestors. This is why we live the way that we live today.
Yes.
We disrespecting our ancestors. Watch this. Give me the next one. Let me see something.
Can I get a preset real quick?
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
that's a perfect segue. Get that Sirach 11. Because this is a father giving wisdom to his son. All right, Sirach 11, start at verse 9.
The book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 9. Strive not... 11 and 9?
Yeah.
Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners.
So this is a father saying, listen, don't go down there and get in other folks' business.
Yes.
And this is exactly the videos we've been watching today. Us wanting to go down and get in Palestine's business. But he said, you don't want to sit in judgment with those people either. This is how we know our people don't understand the Bible. They don't understand judgment. Because all the stuff that's going on is judgment, and it has to happen for you to be saved. Read the next verse.
My son, meddle not with many matters.
He had to say it twice. Read.
For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by fleeing.
So once all this stuff happening, you want to go over there and fight with him, you're going to be killed right along with him.
You're not going to escape.
You're not going to escape.
Hey, and dude is this is the thing that got my blood boiling right now. He's a Pan-African. He got the colors on. Pan-Africans are supposed to be for their people. This is why, give me 1 Corinthians 4:9 right quick. 1 Corinthians 4:9. This is why the world needs the Israelites. Because Pan-African is not doing nothing for the black community, period. We're going backwards being a Pan-African. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9.
Read.
For I think that God had sent forth us, the apostles last.
It said, guess what? God, he sent the apostles last. The Black Panther Party had to come. Malcolm X had to come. All of our forefathers, they had to come because they tried to do the right things, but he sent the apostles last. Why? Because we got the truth. We're the ones who's going to unite the black and Hispanic community with the word of God. Keep going.
God has sent forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death.
Because guess what? We're appointed to death. We're going to die doing this. Keep going.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
And guess what? When they see us on the streets, Cap, they look at us crazy because we're fools. They say we're black extremists. I thought Pan-Africans supposed to be black extremists, but they're supporting Palestine. But guess what? We're only for our people. We can't benefit. We can't help nobody else out unless we help ourselves out first.
Right. Give me this in Amos. I got a couple scriptures. I'm going to read them real fast. Amos 3, 6, and 7 right quick.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
The trumpet is the Bible. The trumpet is the Bible. The trumpet now is being blown in the city, and people are not afraid. Why? Because, again, you have been desensitized by these weak trumpets, these weak sounds that's been going on for so long.
Bring it out.
You know how sirens be going on in the black community and in the hood? Every day you hear them sirens and choppers to the point where when you hear them, you don't move.
We're desensitized.
You don't move. It's like music. It's like birds chirping on an early morning.
Background noise.
Background noise. But if you go to their neighborhood, they hear police come and hit the block. Everybody's hitting the window. What the hell's going on? We don't hear that. And this is why the Lord is saying this again. Read, come on.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
Go ahead.
And the people not be afraid?
The trumpet is being blown in the city. You should be very afraid. Read, come on.
Shall there be evil in a city?
Shall there there be evil? Should there be evil in Gaza? Read.
And the Lord hath not done it.
I want y'all blacks to understand. The Lord has his prints all over what's going on in Gaza.
Bring it out.
He's posing a question. You think it's evil going on and the Lord ain't involved in that? He created evil. He created good.
Yep.
He created both of these things. Read. Come on, watch this.
Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
But he said before while he's bringing this judgment, he leaves us one thing. He says, you know what? I'm going to reveal this to my seers. I'm going to reveal this to the prophets, exactly what's going on. So you won't be in a state of delusion. You won't be that person in the marketplace, in the store, talking about, damn, what the hell is going on? I don't understand what's going on in the Middle East. You've been going to church your whole life and you don't understand what's going on in the Middle East?
Right.
You got a Bible, don't you? Right. You heard of Armageddon, right?
Right.
And you don't understand what's going on in the Middle East? That's why they not the gods. They not the ones blowing the trumpet. They don't have that distinct sound that's going out like the prophets do. That's resonating through the world. Yep. Now watch this. Give me that from there. Give me Psalms 9 and 16. There should be an article coming up, right? Psalms 9 and 16. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 16.
Come on.
The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes.
Read that one more time.
The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes.
The Lord said, I'm known in judgment. You will forget about me if I didn't raise up Pharaoh and judge Egypt. You would have forgot about me.
Yep.
You're going to forget about me if I had not raised up this so-called white man to prominence so I can judge him.
Right.
You forget about me.
Yep.
So the Lord is saying right now, read it one more time.
The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes.
The Lord is known through the judgment which he's executing. This is how you know the Lord is involved in Gaza. He's known in these things. From there, give me Amos 3. No, you don't got it. You can drop that. Give me Amos 1 and 6 for time. Watch this. Amos 1 and 6.
The book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 6.
The judgment of Gaza is for the captivity of the Jews.
Right.
You looking at the Jews. Yep. You ADL, Canary Mission, Shalom. How you doing? Hello. Welcome to the program. You can't expect us to be on a national platform the way that we are, pushing this truth the way that we are. Yep. You got 100,000 viewers watching the bishop. You can't expect the enemy not to be watching us.
Right.
They watching our every word for trigger words. That's why we got to elevate. That's why we elevating our teaching. We gonna stick with the Bible. And we gonna push this word forth because they sitting there watching right now with their fingers on a little red button. If this little NIGGA even hits to say A, B, or C, we cutting this thing.
Right.
Yep.
We know that. We see you. What you gonna say? Hi. Hello, Mr. White Man. What you got?
You gotta tell them Lahaim.
Lahaim. And he got little Abib sitting right next to him. Abib. They bombing your country, Abib. And you want to shut us down. But watch this. Read what you got. Amos 1 and 6.
Amos chapter 1 and verse 6.
Come on.
Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza.
Go ahead.
And for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
He said this is for Gaza. For 3 or 4 transgressions, meaning in their lifetimes, they kids, they did some ferocious things to us. Yep. Says, for this reason, I'm not going to turn away the judgment of Gaza. Gaza's going to get this work.
Yep.
Read, come on.
I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Go ahead.
Because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom.
He said, the reason why I'm going to judge Gaza in these last days, and you're going to know that I'm judging Gaza, is because you took the Jews into captivity.
Bring it out.
A lot of our people have forgotten that the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, took us into captivity, forced Islam upon us.
Yep.
Give me the first one. Give me that first article. Watch this thing. Read that right quick.
Seeper.
Go down.
Understanding the long run the long-run effects of Africa's slave trades.
Go ahead.
Evidence suggests that Africa's slave trades played an important part in the shaping of the continent, not only in terms of economic outcomes, but cultural and social outcomes as well.
Go down. Now watch this. No, read that. Read that. I want that right there. Yeah, read that.
This column,
Yep.
taken from a recently published Vox EU ebook, summarizes studies that reveal the lasting toxic effects of Africa's 4 waves of slave trade.
How many waves of slave trade?
Of Africa's 4 waves of slave trades on contemporary development.
You see, they only taught us about the transatlantic slave trade.
Yep.
But there's 3 more. 3 more prominent slave trades.
That was longer.
That was longer.
Yep.
More severe. Watch this. Read that. Come on.
Between 1400 and 1900, the African continent experienced 4 sizable slave trades. The largest and best known was the transatlantic slave trade, transatlantic slave trade where, beginning in the 15th century, slaves were shipped from West Africa, West Central Africa, and Eastern Africa to the European colonies in the New World.
In the New World. And this is why a lot of times we be telling y'all, we are the descendants of our ancestors. Our ancestors came over here on the bottom of slave ships, boats. You read that in Deuteronomy 28:68.
Yep.
Those one of the curses that don't fit the Amalek, don't fit the Nazi Edomites.
Yep.
They don't fit that. Read it again. Because y'all know the damn Nazis were fake Jews. They was issues. And they was oppressing their own damn people.
Right. That, one of the rumors is that Hitler found out because his mom was Jewish.
His mom was Jewish.
He found out that they weren't the real Jews.
And he was pissed the hell off.
He told them
like you don't freaking make me do all these customs for all these years, and you mean to tell me I'm not benefiting from it?
Mom, you're out of here.
You're out of there. To the oven you go.
He said, y'all took on the religion of a NIGGA.
Of a NIG. Everybody knew this.
Yes, everybody.
Remember the Egyptian president?
Yes.
He had the famous quote.
Yes.
He said the Jews left black and came back white.
Yes.
This is historically, all these other nations know this, except for the Shannon Sharps of the world and the Pan-Africans of the world.
He said, and that's when he said that statement, he said that's why there will never be peace in the Middle East.
Never be peace.
Yeah.
And the scriptures tell you that. Go ahead, read. Come on.
The largest and best known was the transatlantic slave trade.
Go ahead.
Where, beginning in the 15th century, slaves were shipped from West Africa, West Central Africa, and Eastern Africa to the European colonies in the New World. The 3 other slave trades,
let's get it,
the Trans-Saharan, Red Sea, and Indian Ocean slave trades, were smaller in scale and predated the transatlantic slave trade.
Now, the Trans-Saharan, the Red Sea, and the Indian Ocean slave trades. Who were a part of these slaves? Who were the oppressors during this time? Hold that. Give me that. The Red Sea right quick. Can you zoom out a little bit? All right there. That's good. Go ahead. Get that.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
Right there. Yep.
The Red Sea slave trade.
Watch this.
Sometimes known as the Islamic slave trade.
What was it known as?
The Islamic slave trade.
The Palestinian slave trade.
Bring it out.
That's the slave trade that they don't want to teach you about. That a lot of our people have no idea. These Muslims was shipping us to various places through the world.
Yep.
Watch this. Read on.
The Islamic slave trade,
go ahead,
or Oriental slave trade,
go ahead,
was a slave trade across the Red Sea, trafficking Africans from the African continent to slavery in the Arabian Peninsula and the Middle East from antiquity until the mid-20th century.
Until when?
The mid-20th century.
Do you know when the 20th century is? Because I know the 1900s. I know you know. That was a rhetorical question. The 1900s. Yep. But you know, the average black person, they don't know the 20th century. They thinking that's
2000s.
2000s. Nah, early 1900s,
Yep.
late 1900s. And listen, I'm going to tell you, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Because they still selling our people in Libya.
Bring it out.
Right
Still, right now.
Cap, I had a job, and they was trying to sell me to Algeria.
Damn, they was?
I'm dead serious. He was like, hey, you want to go to my country? I was like, where you from? He said, Algeria. I said, no. I heard they doing slavery in Algeria. He said, how did you know?
Oh!
They trying to sell me in Algeria, Cap.
Wow.
Yeah.
You in the truth?
Yeah, I was in the truth.
Oh,
I knew a little bit. I
You
knew a little bit of sun. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, you would have been a bead
I
over
would have
there,
been a
bro.
bead over there, Cap. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Growing the world like,
Wow.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, I go.
Hell.
Man. Oh, this is why you get this is damn, play that one more time. Sound like God damn. This is why you need to know the truth. Wow. You gotta know.
it'll make you free.
Make you literally
Bring it up.
Bring it up. I'd be like, this is a strong buck right here. This a strong buck.
Go ahead. Give me the next one. Slavery in Palestine. Now I want the Wikipedia. Go into the Wikipedia. I'm gonna show you something. Read that. Go down.
Slavery in Palestine. Open slavery existed in the region of Palestine until the 20th century. The slave trade to Ottoman Palestine officially stopped in the 1870s, when the last slave ship is registered to have arrived, after which slavery appeared to have gradually diminished to a marginal phenomena in the census of 1905.
Go ahead, come on.
However,
read fast.
However, the former slaves and their children still continue to work for their former enslavers,
the Palestinians, the Ishmaelites. Go ahead.
And were reported to still live in a state of de facto servitude in the 1930s. Many members of the black Palestinians.
Read this fast and slow at the same time. Read, come on.
Many members of the black Palestinians.
Go ahead.
Minority.
Go ahead.
Are descendants of the former slaves.
They are descendants of the former slaves. So these people that you walking with hand in hand, saying that you have an obligation to help fight.
Right.
You fighting for the oppression of your people that's over there. They descendants of their ancestors.
Yep.
Now go down to functions right quick. Functions and conditions.
Functions and conditions.
Read that.
Slaves were given tasks which were regarded as disdained and degrading to free Muslims.
Don't this sound like what was going on over here in America? Let's give them jobs that we don't want to do.
Exactly.
Hell, I don't want to build the White House, but I know a Negro that do. Hell, I don't want to build the Capitol, but I know somebody that do. I don't want to pick no cotton, but I know somebody that do. Go ahead, come on.
Slaves were given tasks which were regarded as disdained and degrading to free Muslims, such as domestic service, municipal services, industrial work, sex slaves, and farm hands and sharecroppers.
This sounds like the same thing that was going on over here. Play by play. Esau took the best of everybody's captivity and merged them into one.
Exactly.
We thinking that Esau ain't got no creativity.
No.
I'm gonna say it again. Esau has no creativity. He has none of that.
None.
The only bright idea that he has was creating the ICBM missile.
Yes.
Right.
That's it. Said I created the Smith.
Yep.
Everything else he has taken from all the nations.
So that's the real reason it's called the Great Melting Pot.
That's it. I'm telling you. This is facts. Watch this. Drop that for time's sake. Give me the next one. Because they still selling our people today. Play that thing. What we showing you is that our people was sold during the sub-Saharan slave trade. Matter of fact, go back to the first one. Go back to Wikipedia. I forgot. Go back to the article. Go back to the article. We gotta go. We gotta read this because I want you to know where they were shipped. Start back where the three other slave trades.
The three other slave trades.
Let us know when it's on the screen.
The
Go ahead.
Trans-Saharan,
Go ahead.
Red Sea, and Indian Ocean slave trades
Go ahead.
were smaller in scale and predated the transatlantic slave trade.
Go ahead.
During the trans-Saharan slave trade,
watch this.
Slaves were taken from south of the Saharan desert
Go ahead.
and shipped to northern Africa.
Shipped to northern Africa. Go ahead.
In the Red Sea slave trade,
That's Morocco. That's all those little countries up there. Go ahead. Come on.
slaves were taken from inland of the Red Sea and shipped to the Middle East and India.
To where?
To the Middle East.
To the Middle East is Pakistan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Iran. Give me some more. Syria,
Turkey,
all that, Ukraine, all those places we was taken as slaves. Go ahead, read. And India. Go ahead.
And shipped to the Middle East and India. In the Indian Ocean slave trade, slaves were taken from Eastern Africa and shipped either to the Middle East, India, or the plantation islands in the Indian Ocean. In total, close to 20 million slaves.
How many?
20 million slaves were taken from the continent. According to the best estimates, by 1800, Africa's population was half of what it would have been.
You can't make this stuff up, bro. And it said, according to the best estimation.
Right.
They taking a guess.
They don't even know.
They don't know.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And you know they're gonna say the low ball.
Yeah.
They're gonna low ball the number.
Right.
Because they don't want you to really know to the extent of what they put our people through. And how our people ended up in Africa in the first place. Everybody knows this information except for us. When we was fleeing from the Romans, we fled down into Africa. They knew this. The enemies knew this. This is why they rounded us up and was shipping us to the four corners of the earth. It first started with the sub-Saharan slave trade, with these Palestinians, some in Gaza, who the Lord is judging for the captivity of the Jews.
Right.
Give it a neck. Would you want to say something? Somebody say something?
It's at half the population.
Half of it.
The population, because there's some people that say that it's impossible that many Jews fled into Africa. But it literally just said half the population was taken from the continent. That's 54 countries.
That's 54.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's a lot of people, man. Give me the next one. Watch this. And it's still going on today. Yeah, read it. Pause it and let him read it.
While we're crying for their children, they are selling ours. £1 for who wants brownie and chocolate. She didn't ask a pound. Are you holding this to beat them up? No, daddy, no. As no baby don't cry. As in no baby don't cry. Hey, Cap. The question is, what is she going to sell the baby for?
This is what's going on.
Hey, and look at the comment right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, this is in Egypt, not Palestine. Guess what? The
Oh, my
people
God.
that's in Egypt
Bring it out.
are the same people that is in Palestine.
That's a result of you not understanding the times.
Bring it out.
Because the people, like you just said, the people of Gaza are breaking their necks trying to get into Egypt.
Yeah.
Why are they trying to get into Egypt? Because they got family in Egypt.
Exactly.
This is the inner working that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm telling you, man, our people are delusional. Go back to that in Amos right quick.
Amos chapter 1 and verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom.
This is what they did. They carried the whole captivity and delivered us up to the Edomites, the so-called white men. And when we was think about the atrocities that we encountered when we was under. Why are we under? Because we still under them, the so-called white man. Hey, you could drop that. Look up the Red Summer for me. Look up the Red Summer. Hey, we missed a point. Did you have that book?
Yeah. Let's go to that right quick.
Hold on, before you do that, because we
go
got to
to
touch back on the sub-Saharan. It's another one.
So yeah, we could start with this one first. This so this is called. Go ahead.
Just pick one of them because we press.
We go with this one right here. Go ahead.
The Scramble for Africa, white man's conquest of the dark continent from 1876 to 1912.
Okay. So this is a picture right here of the Arabs. This is in Zanzibar in Africa right here, East Africa. You see them killing. This is a slave market, and they killing the slaves in the slave market. So this is what the descendants of the Palestinians was doing right here to us. So let's go to the
It looks exactly like what Esau was doing. They shooting them and sicking the dogs on them.
Exactly. Red Summer. It look like the Red Summer.
Yeah.
Let's go. Go to the other page first. Yep, scroll down. You have to highlight it.
Perhaps Livingstone was grateful during those wretched last days in the marsh that he met no slave caravans, necks tied into wooden slave sticks to prevent escape.
So this is David Livingstone. He was the first one that started exploring the interiors of Africa. Because remember, before the Europeans, they just stayed on the coast. So once he started exploring the interior, that's when the Europeans started going deeper into Africa. Keep going.
He found the sight sickening. Yet often in the past, slave caravans flying the blood-red flag.
Flying what?
The blood-red flag.
I remember that one flag, right?
Yeah.
Same people.
Same thing.
Same people. Keep going.
Flying the blood-red flag of the Sultan of Zanzibar.
So this is the Arabs. Keep going.
And brought relief for Livingstone, hot food, and Arab medicine from the Swahili traders who owned the slaves.
So let's jump down to one bright, sultry day in 1871.
One bright, sultry day in 1871, 2 years before, Livingstone had reached, Nangwi? Nangwi, a market town in the great river Lualaba.
So this is slave market. Keep going.
When he was traveling under the protection of a Swahili called Dagumbi. Without warning, Dagumbi's men started firing volleys from their blunderbusses into the marketplace. Women screamed, trapped in the creek. Canoes were upset. Hundreds died, shot down or drowned by the current of the river.
So this is what the Arabs was doing to us. So basically the Arabs saved them, and he witnessed this. He witnessed the Arabs shooting us down in this slave market. So they're showing some of the atrocities that they did to our people.
Yep.
This is one of many. One of many.
It's documented.
Yep.
And you remember, it says they the ones that had the ability to round us up and deliver us to eat them.
Yep.
That's the slave. That's Joel 3.
Yep.
That's Joel 3. Just read that real fast.
You want verse?
Just get right to the point.
Joel chapter 3 and verse.
Give me Tyree and Sidon. We can't lead the Africans out. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Go ahead.
And all the coast of Palestine.
These are ancient African cities. Ancient African cities. He said, what have you have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? And then all the coast of who?
Palestine.
Right. Read.
Gaza.
Will ye
Gaza. Read.
Will ye render me a recompense?
Will you repay me? Read.
And if ye recompense me,
go ahead.
Swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
This is what the Lord is doing. Who is he using? Amalek.
Yep.
To return the recompense upon their own head. This is what you did. When you took the Jews into captivity, you delivered us up to the Edom, and you tried to, now we want to apologize. Now, no. Contraire, my friend. Is that French? It is close. It was close. That wasn't close, y'all? Yeah, okay.
Y'all said, I don't know.
It's all good. So you don't know. It's all good. No. So when they delivered him up, he said, listen, I'm going to return your recompense upon your own head. Bombs. Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Go ahead.
And have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Go ahead.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
All the prophets understood this. All the prophets documented this before it even happened.
Yeah.
This is thousands of years before it happened. They prophesied. The seers understood. They seen in visions and was able to write these things down. And today, we are not taking advantage of the writings. We're not learning from these writings. We want to join hand in hand with them. Yep. Watch this. You got the red summer? Watch this. What happened to us while we was in the hands of our enemies.
Social shifts, U.S. history, Red Summer. The race riots of 1919. American servicemen returned from the First World War, only to find a new type of violent conflict waiting for them at home.
This is for all you Pan-Africans, all our brothers out there who think economics is the way. We tried economics, y'all. We tried that. Economics is not the way. You need economics. You need it. The scriptures tell you that it's a defense.
Yep.
But that's what we have to lean on is the commandments of God, the faith in Christ, period. Because when we had economics, they did the same thing to us as they did with Gaza. Go ahead, read this. Come on.
An outbreak of racial violence, known as the Red Summer, occurred in 1919.
Go ahead.
An event that affected at least 26 cities across the United States.
It said this affected 26 cities. So you got to think about this. Our forefathers had established this town, because we ain't got time to read it all. Established it towns in 26 cities. Major cities all over the U.S. When they tell us to pull our boots up, pull our straps up by the boots, whatever. When they tell us that, we did that. Our forefathers did that. What happened? That summer, that Red Summer, they went through and bombed, ransacked, burned, killed our people. And they coined it the Red Summer. This is what we forgetting about. While we out marching with the damn Palestinians. The so-called white man ain't never witnessed no atrocities like this.
Never.
Period. So you wonder why he got to judge Gaza? Is because they had a part to play in the conditions that took place over here in America. They sold us to the Americans. They're the reason why we're here. Now watch this.
I was gonna
Drop
say,
that.
and it shows you them issues is not the real Jews.
Yeah.
They went through 5 years of the Holocaust. We went through 400 years plus slavery in the transatlantic slave trade. Then, like you said, the Red Summer, and even after that, we still been getting oppressed. Proving that we are the biblical Jews.
Hey, you got that TikTok video showing the actual the huts, the slave. Red, that's it right there. Play that right quick. Because a lot of our people don't believe that, hey man, slavery was a real thing, a real physical thing. They try to discredit it because they don't want us to remember. Meanwhile, every time September 11th come around, remember September 11th.
Right.
Never forget.
Cap, I still got pictures in my phone from the first time we went to Memphis and saw them cotton fields, but even just seeing them did something to me.
Right. Every time I go to the South, an eerie feeling just comes over me. It just hits me, bro, like a... Man, bro. You got it? Go ahead, play that. Watch this.
Old slave houses still up in Tiverton, as you can see. They got road that passes. But these are all actual slave houses, every single one of them. This is where the movie, like The Butler, how they have like the slave houses at the beginning of the movie. It was filmed here.
The Palestinians put us in this condition.
Like I said, this is Lower Valley, Captivity, Louisiana. This is actual slaves lived in there.
And stop. Give me a place where they actually, that's good. When you look at these slave quarters, these homes, right? Today, Esau is establishing this same setup.
Historical sites.
No, they establishing I'm talking about the setup. They established in this same setup, that same house, to get people from off the streets.
Small, tiny house.
They call them tiny houses. The same thing. I'm telling you, bro. This is and we don't even think about this. We don't even sit back and wonder, like, damn, where did they get these ideas from? Well, this is what they built for the slaves.
It was sufficient then.
Lord, it's going to work now.
Right.
And you got to remember, those huts right there didn't have heating and cooling.
Right. No electricity.
No electricity.
Dirt
no
floors.
running water. None of that. Just put you in there with a damn wooden bed and pray to God that the slave master didn't get drunk. Because your wife, your daughter was in danger.
Right.
And possibly you.
Right.
We forget about this. Give me that Daniel 9 right quick. Go ahead and pull it out because you called it first, so I'll let you go ahead and go, bro. Daniel 9 and 11.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
So the Bible says all Israel transgressed God's laws. Go ahead.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
It said because we didn't obey the voice of God. The voice of God is this Bible.
Come on.
It said the curse is poured upon us. Deuteronomy 28. Slave ships, the conditions that we are in today. Keep going.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
Keep going.
And he hath confirmed his words.
He confirmed his word because it came to pass. Keep going.
Which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
He brought upon us what?
A great evil.
He brought upon the Israel. Transatlantic slavery was a great evil. Sub-Saharan slave trade was a great evil. The Red Sea slave trade was a great evil. The Holocaust was not a great. They did not get their children thrown in rivers as gator bait.
Right.
What we went through was a great evil. Keep going.
Man, we didn't even bring that up.
Yeah.
Gator bait.
We got a plethora.
There's so much stuff that Esau has done. It'd take 100 parts of shows to really unpack what this man has done on this earth.
You're going to keep finding stuff.
You're going to keep finding. It's like layers.
Layers.
Go ahead, though. Read that. Get to the point.
And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
You got to think about that. You just pause.
Go ahead.
You got to think about that. All the stuff that we about to watch. Think about all the evil on the earth that happened to these other nations. The Lord said you can't even compare that to what happened to the 12 tribes of Israel.
No.
Don't even compare it. Why? Give me Job 3.
About just on a boat ride.
Job 6 and 1.
Millions of us was
He said
killed.
up on the whole earth, you can't compare what happened. You can't compare the evil that happened to the 12 tribes of Israel. Watch this. Give me Job.
Job.
Now, if you've been studying, you understand Job represented Israel. His friends represented the other nations. Watch this. Read that.
Job chapter 6 and verse 1. But Job answered and said.
This is Job's response to the nations. Watch this. Read.
Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed. And
He said, man, really weigh the grief of the Israelites that Daniel was talking about. I want you to really weigh this stuff. You know how they got the balances, the scales?
Right.
He said, just weigh the grief of the Israelites. Watch this, read.
Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed.
Go ahead.
And my calamity laid in the balances together.
He said, just lay this stuff in the grief and the calamity, lay it on one side of the balance. Read, come on.
For now, it would be heavier than the sand of the sea.
It will be heavier than what?
Than the sand of the sea.
It said, if you gathered all the sand of all the seas, and you put that on the other side of the grief of what happened to the Israelites, our grief, our calamity will weigh more.
Damn.
You got to really sit back and meditate what the prophet is saying. Ain't nothing happened. You can't compare what's going on with the 12 tribes of Israel. It's more than that, bro. And think about it. Give me that in Ezekiel, I think it is. Ezekiel 7. We're going to come right back. And 23. Watch this. Ezekiel 7:23. Read quick.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes.
Talking about us. Come on.
And the city is full of violence.
Watch this.
Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heathen.
He's going to bring the what?
The worst of the heathen.
This Esau is the worst of the heathen.
The worst.
If he can bomb Gaza and put it on camera and allow this to go through the world, imagine what Esau was doing to us for years.
With no cameras.
No footage. No footage whatsoever.
Right.
This man that we talking about, the Lord's belt, according to Psalm 17:13, he says this is the worst of the heathen.
Yep.
Ain't nobody lower than the devil, Amalek. Read, come on.
Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses.
Who's possessing Israel? The worst of the heathen. Read.
And they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
And our holy places is being defiled as we speak by who? The worst of the heathen.
The devil.
Go back to Amos. Amos 1:6. The judgment of Gaza is happening because of the captivity of the Jews.
Yep.
That's what it is. Read, come on.
Amos, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord.
Come on.
For 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4.
Go ahead.
I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Go ahead.
Because they carried away the captive. They carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom.
To deliver them up to Edom. That's what they did. He said, I'm not letting this go. Read. For this cause, this is the judgment. Read.
But I will send fire.
I'm going to send what?
I will send fire.
The Lord said, I'm going to send fire. That ain't talking about him coming down. No. Contraire, my friend. I got a little better.
It did sound a little bit better, Cat. It did, yeah.
He said, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the system that I've set up, this so-called white man, and he's going to send fire for what you did to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yep.
And why they're going through the oppression that we experience here in America.
Right. Yep.
This is for your benefit.
For your benefit.
Give me that. Watch this. He said I'm going to send fire. This is going on right now.
Sound like damn 4th of July.
Sound like 4th of July. This the real 4th of July.
Yeah.
Damn.
You see, they ain't cheering. They hiding.
Relentless. This is that continual stroke that Isaiah spoke about.
Yep.
Give me the next one.
More fire.
I need more fire. More fire. Go ahead. He said, I'm going to send fire. Leave that image right there. Leave that image. Can you put that image up? That's what the Lord said I'm sending, man. I'm sending fire on Gaza for what you did to the 12 tribes. Why they going through what they going through.
Right.
Go ahead. Play it on.
That was translated.
My boy moving slow.
Bro, he got under a tarp, bro. You got to think about the mindset.
He under a sheet.
Right.
That tarp ain't going to help you.
Do nothing.
Hold on, pause.
That is not playing.
Pause. Listen. The Israelites know. The Israelites know about a tarp in the wilderness.
Bring it out.
He said, oh, man. All it takes is a little rain. Wind.
Yeah.
That tent is gone.
It's gone.
That canopy is gone.
Yep.
My man got bombs dropping. And his resort was to hide
Under a sheet.
in the tarp. Brothers crack, man. This how you know, brother. It's delusion. It's going to be a state of confusion. This is for your benefit, bro.
He said, if I can't see it, they can't see me.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Get under the cover.
What did he say?
Hey.
He hiding under the cover.
And like it was brought out in class, bro, our people have never been through this. Over here in America, we've never been through bombs dropping like this.
Man.
So for y'all not have fear of the God is crazy. Because he said this is how he coming with bombs. Like it's going to be blood. Fire going to be reaching the heavens. And our people think that playing with God is something that you can do.
To laugh at. That's crazy.
Go ahead, play on. Hold on, I want to read this since you said that, man. You made a heavy statement right there. Give me Proverbs 3, verse 25. Watch this. Start at 21, jump down to 25.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 21.
Watch this.
My
Read fast.
son,
Go ahead.
let not them depart from thine eyes.
The them is wisdom and understanding. Don't let wisdom and understanding of the times, what's going on, don't let it depart from your eyes, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read, come on.
Keep sound wisdom and discretion.
Keep this wisdom and discretion. Jump down to 25.
Verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear.
It says, don't be afraid of sudden fear. Read.
Neither of the desolation of the wicked.
Neither the what?
The desolation of the wicked.
Don't be afraid when you see the wicked, in this case, the Ishmaelites, being destroyed. Shouldn't be afraid. This is put here for us to learn war. This is coming. A lot of y'all that is still out there that's playing games, that's just watching from afar, not keeping the commandments, as we're going to show later on in the show, you're going to get caught up in this calamity. And you're going to be like the little man hiding next to the tent.
Amazing. No protection.
With no protection. Thinking that some damn plastic is going to protect you.
Plastic and rope.
And rope is going to protect you from a damn missile.
It's going to make you burn worse.
It's going to make, you adding fuel to the fire.
Damn.
Read what you got. Read it again.
Be not afraid of sudden fear.
Go ahead.
Neither of the destruction of the wicked when it cometh.
Go ahead.
For the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
That's some heavy stuff right there. That's some heavy stuff. But back to the bombs. Back to the fire.
More fire.
More fire.
He rethought that.
Where's your Kaaba? Your Kaaba's not protecting you.
Hold on, pause. That's the 4 minutes of peace. Man, you know how evil Esau is, bro. Esau said, I'm going to give y'all 4 hours of I'm not going to drop a bomb for you get 4 hours.
Yeah.
After the 4 hours that is expired, back to the bomb train.
Men, women, and kids.
Men, women, and kids. Give me the next video, man. Give me the next video. Play that.
All Hamas operatives and terrorists
Can you turn it up
must
in here?
die. Our forces are acting above and beneath the ground, targeting them. We are going to continue full force. We are going to continue until victory. We are also very well prepared in the northern front. We are using aggressive fire from the air and from the ground over there. And I have warned Hezbollah, don't make that mistake and enter the war, because it will be the mistake of your lives. If you decide to enter the war, that will decide the fate of Lebanon. And we are also acting in other fronts. Every day we act against terrorism, against its proxies and activists, both in Lebanon, Syria, and the Red Sea, in Judean, Samaria, and wherever we must.
Stop. Now, I want you to go back because I want you to play this again. I want you to notice what he said. Again, this is Esau right here, right? This is Amalek. This is the Lord's belt right here. He's warning, I'm going to destroy all these other nations, all these other parts of land, right? Notice he names the parts of lands that the so-called Arabs took us into captivity. He's naming them. So I know we probably didn't catch it. But this is judgments that's going on right now. Watch this. Play it again, then I want Jeremiah 47. Read that. Play that. Play it again. Watch this. Listen to what he's saying.
All Hamas operatives and terrorists must die. Our forces are acting above and beneath the ground, targeting them. We are going to continue full force. We are going to continue until victory. We are also very well prepared in the northern front. We are using aggressive fire from the air and from the ground over there. And I have warned Hezbollah.
I'm warning the other helpers.
Don't make that mistake and enter the war.
Go ahead.
Because it will be the mistake of your life. lives. If you decide to enter the war, that will decide the fate of Lebanon.
That's
And
going to
we
decide
are
this other
also
place.
acting in other fronts. Every day
Listen to
we
the other
act
fronts.
against terrorism, against its proxies and activists, both in Lebanon, Syria, and the Red Sea, in Judea and Samaria, and wherever we must.
Bro, if you don't think the Lord is known in judgments, when he say that I'm known in judgment, he mean that thing. And this man Esau, he can't help it, is put in his mind to fulfill the will of the Lord.
Yep.
Everywhere you took us into captivity, this Esau is literally naming
He named all the routes.
all the routes.
Yeah.
We coming and bringing bombs and destruction.
Yeah.
Because the Lord told Amos, write it down. Watch this, Jeremiah 47.
Verse 1.
Start at 1, just read fast.
Jeremiah chapter 47 and verse 1. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Philistines before the Pharaoh smote Gaza.
It said, this is the word of the Lord that's coming to the Philistines before Pharaoh. Who's Pharaoh? America, Esau. He's Pharaoh today. Before he smokes Gaza, the Lord is warning them. Read, come on.
Thus saith the Lord, behold, waters rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood.
Esau is coming up out of the north country. America is coming. Read, come on.
And shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city, and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry, and all inhabitants of the land shall howl.
We seeing that right now. When you seeing brothers is running from tent to tent, and what we gonna see in other videos, you got men crying, howling. Read, come on.
At the noise of the stamping of the hooves of strong horses.
Military, go ahead.
At the rushing of his chariots.
Go ahead.
And at the rumbling of his wheels.
The tanks coming. Now they doing ground ops. Read, come on.
The fathers shall not look back to their children for their feebleness of hand.
Because the men in Gaza are unable to help their kids in this point. They have no power. This is the prophecy on Gaza. Read, come on.
Because of the day that cometh to spoil all the Philistines.
He says, because of this day was supposed to come. It's written. Sometimes you got to read that slow, man. Read it again.
Because of the day that cometh to spoil all the Philistines.
It's already written that the Philistines have to be judged for what they did to America, what they did to the Jews. Selling the Jews into captivity, this day was documented. And because it's documented, your fathers is not going to have no power to help your kids. And I'm going to warn you before Pharaoh, before Joe Biden and them come and destroy you. Read on.
And to cut off from Tyrus and Zidon.
Tyrus and Zidon is Lebanon. Just what Esau just named right there. If Hezbollah, if you get into this war, that's going to decide the fate of Lebanon. Go ahead, read. Come on.
To cut off from Tyrus and Zidon every helper.
Every what?
Every helper.
This is ISIS. This is Hezbollah. This is Hamas. This is all those little, they like refurbish Taliban.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. They all going to join in one. And the Lord said, hey, you're going to get cut off. You're about to be destroyed for what you did to the real Jews. Read, come on.
To cut off from Tyrus and Zidon every helper that remaineth. For the Lord will spoil the Philistines.
Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. Oh, thou sword of the Lord.
Thou who?
Thou sword of the Lord.
He's talking to Edomites. He said, oh, the sword of the Lord. Read, come on.
Oh, the sword of the Lord.
Get the precept for the sword, bro, because they might not know it.
Bring it out.
Get the precept. Who's the sword of the Lord?
The book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Arise, O Lord. Disappoint him.
Go ahead.
Cast him down.
Go ahead.
Deliver my soul from the wicked.
From the wicked.
Which is thy sword.
Who's the wicked? Esau. Esau. Matter of fact, get the precept. Malachi 1 and 4. Get the precept.
The book of
It's going to be plain in the last day who the Lord is talking about. Who's his sword? Give me that. Come on.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Come on.
Whereas Edom said.
Go ahead.
We are impoverished.
Go ahead.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Listen, come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Go ahead.
They shall build.
They're going to build.
But I will throw down.
Go ahead.
And they shall call them.
And they shall call Edom, Esau, read.
The border of wickedness.
They are the border of wickedness. They are the wicked of the Lord. And the wicked of the Lord is his sword. Let's go back to Jeremiah 47 and 6, please.
Jeremiah chapter 47 and verse 6.
Come on.
Oh, thou sword of the Lord.
Oh, thou white man of the Lord. Read.
How long will it be thou be quiet?
He said, how long you going to be quiet? How long you ain't going to destroy this nation that I have prophesied against?
Yep.
Read, come on.
Put up thyself into thy scabbard. Rest and be still.
Watch this.
How can it be quiet, seeing the Lord hath given it a charge against Ashkelon?
The Lord have given this man, the prime minister, a charge against Ashkelon, against the Philistines, against Gaza. Give me the precept. Proverbs 21 and verse 1, I think it is. Is that it?
Yep.
Watch this. He said the Lord gave him a charge.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The prime minister's mind is in the hand of the Lord. Read, come on.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
However the Lord want to turn a river, divert a river to any particular ocean, the Lord says that's how he moves the mind of these enemies, of the wicked, of the king. So when a prime minister come out and say, listen, I'm destroying everything that got to deal with Hamas and anybody that want to help, who you think that's coming from? who you think the message is from? That's from the Lord himself.
I think you read earlier, Cap, if there's evil done in the city,
shall not the Lord be involved?
Yes, sir.
Shall not the Lord have done it?
Yes, sir.
The judgment of Gaza is for the captivity of the Jews. Period.
Yep.
Watch this.
Hey,
now, go back to that.
That verse 6, though. That verse.
Yeah, you got to go back to Jeremiah 47 and 6.
That verse 6 is cold. Bro.
Read it for him.
Jeremiah chapter 47 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Oh, thou sword of the Lord.
So he's talking about Esau. Go ahead.
How long will it be thou be quiet?
So you know when a sword is out, it's meant to kill. It's meant to kill. Keep going.
Put up thyself into thy scabbard.
So now he's telling the sword, you know what a scabbard is.
Yeah.
That's where you put the sword back into it. You know what I'm saying? It protects the sword. So he's telling you, guess what? He pulls his sword out whenever he wants to. Whenever he feels like he want to destroy something, you know how a samurai pulls out the sword out the scabbard? It's the strike. He's saying, I'm going to do this at my will when I want to.
Let me explain it in Negro terms. Our parents told us, or if you had an uncle or grandfather, anybody who loved you, when you talk about firearms, they might have told you, son, nephew, don't pull this gun unless you're going to use it. If you pull this gun, understand it's going to be consequences. It's going to be repercussions that come with that. This is nothing to play with. The Lord understands from what we just read, I'm not pulling this sword in vain. When I pull this sword, I'm going to use it. This is how you know the Lord is a black man.
Black. I'm about to put.
Why would our parents tell us this and instill that in our minds? If this didn't come from the Father, that's black talk right there.
Yes.
Go ahead, read on.
He said he gonna throw down.
I'm gonna throw down.
I'm
gonna throw down. Go ahead.
Oh, thou sword of the Lord.
Go ahead.
How long will it be thou be quiet?
Yes, sir.
Put up thyself into thy scabbard. Rest and be still. How can it be quiet?
He said, how? It's like a burning fire. You know how the word is in us, like fire, like burning. You just can't wait to get it out. This how Esau think. Damn, I got to go to war. Yeah. How can you be quiet? I was made for destruction. That's what he told him. He said, put it back in. Once he's back in, what do I do? What do I do with my hands right now?
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now. He was made for destruction.
Made for war.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. Hey, give me Isaiah 10:7. It goes perfect with this. Isaiah 10:7 real quick.
No, finish that out. Then I didn't get that.
Yes, sir. How can it be quiet, seeing the Lord had given it a charge against Ashkelon and against the seashore?
Against Gaza. Read.
There hath he appointed
There have he appointed thee. He gave you an appointment. Hey, go and destroy Gaza because they delivered up the Jews to captivity to eat them. Go ahead. Pull your script. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Howbeit, he meaneth not so.
It's the mindset of Esau. He don't mean to do the stuff that he does. It's programmed inside of him.
Neither doth his heart think so. But it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations,
So
not a few.
It was in him from the very beginning.
From the very beginning. That's a cold precept right there. It said it's in his heart to destroy and not a few.
Not a few.
Damn, that's why Jeremiah like, damn, how can he be quiet? He can't be quiet.
Yep.
He cannot be quiet, bro.
And you know what that made me think about too? So Bishop brought out in class, you know how Revelation said they're going to be put away for 1,000 years.
Yes, sir.
And they going to come back still with that mindset of war.
War.
How can I be quiet?
He can't. Give me the next one. Watch this. Go back to Amos 1 and 7 real fast. Yeah. Because I want to show it. This is just not the mindset because, you know, Amalek tries to separate himself from Esau.
Yep.
Anytime, like the bishop brought out, anytime you have these authors that they're describing, hey, Esau is the so-called white man, such and such. These are white authors who are writing this book who are trying to separate themselves from their people. This is what Amalek is doing. Amalek come out talking about, I forgot who he said they was.
He said Palestine's was Amalek.
He said Palestine's was Amalek. Yeah, you're right. He said Palestine's was Amalek. He's Amalek.
Right.
He's Esau. Why would Esau be bombing Esau? But anyway, come on. What did I tell you to get?
Amos chapter 1 and verse 7.
Let's go. Watch this.
But I will send fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof.
Which is going to devour the palaces thereof. Read.
And I will cut off the inhabitants from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon.
Whoever was ruling Ashkelon, the king, their children, he said, I'm cutting them off. You're done. This is written. Read, come on.
And I will turn my hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish.
They're going to do what?
Shall perish.
Go ahead.
Saith the Lord
That's
God.
thus said the Bible. We didn't write this. All we doing, we like reporters on the news. You know what I'm saying? You know how y'all send reporters over in Israel and y'all put that big old media across their chest. Imagine when you see this sayings of the seers, imagine this is just media.
Yes.
We just saying what the seers said.
We're messengers.
We just messengers of the Lord.
Yep.
We not a hate group.
Nope.
We ain't picking up no bomb. We ain't pushing no button to destroy nobody. We just the media of Christ.
Yes.
That's what we are.
Yes.
All right, now watch this. Give me the next video, and then I want you to give me Isaiah 54. Give me the next video. Because this is, all Esau has, all Edomites, they got the same mentality. This is a new campaign from Donald Trump, y'all. Watch this, play that. You play it from the beginning, play it from the beginning.
Before thousands were Before thousands were brutally killed, including Americans. Before Iran helped Hamas plan the attack, killing Americans. Before Biden gave billions of taxpayers' money to
It's
Iran.
a campaign.
Trump played hardball with Iran.
Speak your truth, Donald.
Destroyed ISIS. Kept the Middle East at peace. Kept us out of endless wars. Through strength.
History shows very plainly that evil only respects one thing: unyielding strength. When I'm back in the White House, our enemies will know if you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours.
President Trump.
Talk your speech, Donald.
We need to make America strong again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
That's a campaign message of the president, the next president.
That's a campaign message.
That's a
right
campaign
there.
message from your ASS for your ass. That's in the Bible. I can say it.
Damn. Trump ain't playing
Trump
with them.
ain't playing with none of them.
Damn.
said, man, you spill a drop of American white blood. We spilling
white blood.
Gallon. A gallon.
Arab
Is that
blood.
not the same mindset as the prime minister?
Yep. Same mindset.
Same mindset.
Yep.
They said the same exact thing, but Trump got that. He got the imagery behind it.
Got the imagery. Trump ain't playing. He let it be known. This is how I'm coming. I like Donald.
He said, expect
I like
me. Put him in the
I like
office.
Donald.
He gonna hit that button. Put him in
Put
office.
him in the office quickly. You understand? Hey, when Donald was in office, life was just, stimulus checks was coming out the air. It was just money flowing.
Money flowing.
Donald, man. But this is what it is. Donald don't have no filter, bro.
No filter.
No filter. He gonna tell you what it is.
You know
bro.
what you gonna
Touch
get.
a
You
pint
know
of
what you gonna
American
get.
white blood.
American white blood. Give me that. Where we at? No. I want what I tell you to get. Isaiah 54:16.
Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16.
Watch this.
Behold, I have created the smith.
I created the smith. This is the Lord saying, listen, I created this man. I created Esau. He's the smith. Read, come on.
That bloweth the coals in the fire.
And he's going to blow the coals of the fire. Read, come on.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
He said, and he going to bring forth the instrument for the work that he was appointed for. For these missiles, these ICBM missiles. Now watch this. I'm going to show you the dedication of Esau. Give me Sirach 38:27. Sirach chapter 38. Start at 24, and then we're going to jump down.
The book of Sirach chapter 38 and verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Go ahead.
And he that hath little business,
And he that have little business,
shall become wise.
he said, if you got little business, you're going to become wise. It's a message to a lot of our Israelite brothers, all right? Y'all brothers, man, y'all got to understand. We going to work. We going to get paid to further this truth. That's it. That's it. You should be trying to create leisure time to push this gospel. This is our number one occupation. But you got some brothers that they don't think that way. Their mindset is the next verse.
How can he get wisdom?
How you going to get wisdom?
That holdeth the plow, and that glorieth in the gold.
If you always working, how you think you're going to get wisdom? How you going to know what the hell is going on in the last days? Read, come on.
That driveth oxen, and is occupied in their labors.
Go ahead.
And whose talk is of bullocks.
And all you talk about is work. Some brothers, that's all they talk about. Work. How you going to get wisdom? You're not going to know. What you're doing is you're taking on the mindset of Esau. I'm going to show you. Jump down. Remember, we read in Isaiah, the smith created the instrument that's going to bring forth that ICBM missile. Now jump down to verse 27.
Verse 27. Go ahead. So every carpenter and workmaster that laboreth night and day, and they that cut and grave seals, and are diligent to make great verity or variety, and give themselves to counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish a work.
Esau watches to finish his work. This ICBM missile. Watch this, read. The next verse.
The smith.
The smith, read.
Also sitteth by the anvil.
You got men right now in their laboratories is sitting next to these missiles and making sure these missiles are keyed in with precision.
Toned in.
Tuned in. You know how you be tuning in? I gotta get the scope right.
Yes.
You got smiths tuned and locked in. Watch this, read. Come on.
The smith also sitteth by the anvil.
Go ahead.
And considering the iron work.
And he considered the iron work. Damn, hold on.
Let me stand back and look at
Let me stand back and look at this thing.
Let me polish it.
Let me polish it.
Polish
Because
this
they
missile.
polished.
Oh.
Remember, I think we showed it on the show.
Yeah.
Where they had Fat Boy and Little Boy.
Yes.
And they was wiping it down before they dropped it. This is who we dealing with right here.
I think they put writing their names.
They was writing their
names on it.
Put a nice little message on it.
For real.
See you soon.
Death to Moab. What they had on it. Read, come on.
And considering the iron work.
Go ahead.
The vapor of the fire wasteth his flesh. And he fighteth with the heat of the furnace. The noise of the hammer. And the anvil is ever in his ears.
Always in the laboratory. Read.
And his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh. He setteth his mind to finish his work.
He do what?
He setteth his mind to finish his work.
This is Esau. Esau have set his mind to finish that ICBM missile. Them missiles that's hidden with precision, he said he put it in his mind to finish the work.
Right.
Go ahead.
And watcheth to polish it perfectly.
And I knew y'all was looking at it. And watching to polish this thing perfectly. When they drop this bomb, it ain't no dust on it.
No dust on it.
Ain't nothing. This is a perfectly clean ICBM missile.
you look
This how
good.
Esau think.
Yeah.
It look good
So you look
because you
good,
know
you
they
play good.
got cameras at the bottom of the plane
Right.
to watch it as it drops down, as it descends upon the earth to
Man.
cause destruction.
Yes.
It got to be picture perfect. That's the mindset of Esau. Not just the prime minister, but Donald Trump as well.
Yep.
Give me. I want Jeremiah 27:5 now.
Esau say, you look good, you play good.
You look good, you play good, bro.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 27 and verse 5.
Watch this.
And I have made the earth, the man and the beast that are upon the ground.
This the Lord talking, Rick.
By my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemeth meet unto me.
Read that one more time.
By my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemeth meet unto me.
The Lord said, I made all this earth, I made the men, and I give it power to who it seems fit unto me. Watch this, read, come on.
And now have I given all these lands in the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon.
Nebuchadnezzar is America today. Just like in this time, all the nations had to serve Nebuchadnezzar. All the nations have to serve America and her allies today. If you don't, it's going to be a cause and effect. Watch this. Read verse 7, just for time.
Verse 7. And all nations shall serve him, and his son, and his son's sons, until the very time of his land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him.
And then many nations is going to turn on him. That's prophecy. Now watch this. Let's jump back a chapter. I'm going to show you something. Jeremiah 25 and verse 31.
Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 31.
Read that.
A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For the Lord hath a controversy with the nations.
A noise is going to come from the end of the earth because the Lord got a controversy with the rest of these nations. Every nation has had their part in the destruction of our people. You think, I want you to see this. Jump up to verse 28. Watch this.
Verse 28.
Watch this.
And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink.
If any nation don't want to serve the king that's put up by the Lord, America, in this case, read, watch this.
Then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink.
You don't have a choice. You're going to certainly drink. Read, come on.
For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name.
The Lord says, I'm going to begin to bring evil on Jerusalem because of why? We sinned. Read, come on.
And should ye be utterly unpunished?
And you think you're going to go unpunished? Read.
Ye shall not be unpunished.
You're going to not be unpunished. You're going to get judged. Because why? I'm going to use you to judge my people. Now watch this. Jump down to verse 32.
Verse 32.
Watch this.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Now 31.
Verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the nations, and he will plead with all flesh, and he will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Give me that video right quick, real quick. Play that. This is bodies right here. This is prophecy being fulfilled in our eyes. Do we got sound over? Over in Gaza right now, you got bodies all over that you cannot bury. Give me the next one real quick. I know I told you to get 2 of them, right? Give me that one. Just play it. All right, hold on.
Hey, make sure y'all subscribing to the channels.
Just play a little bit of it, time's sake. This is bodies.
Yep.
Bodies. This is what the Lord prophesied. You ain't gonna have time to bury. You ain't gonna have time to do none of that. Stop that. We're gonna have to skip some because we almost done. I want the last one with the sister. No, keep going. That one right there. Because I want to bring this out. Everything that we bringing out, y'all, is for our benefits, for us to learn from, right? And we have to understand, as these prophecies are being fulfilled, we have to examine ourselves and what we're doing in this truth. Because Ezra is telling us, Ezra told us something. Give me that in 2 Ezra 16. 2 Ezra 16. Bishop brought this scripture out, I think, man, every Sabbath for about 2 months.
Yep.
Give me 2 Ezra 16:68 right quick. Watch this.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Once we declare that we the real Israelites and we bringing these judgment forth, these nations are going to begin to hate us. These nations it's going to kindle a fire within them against us that's already burning right now. Read it again.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Go ahead.
And they shall take away certain of you. Shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
We have to stay away from being idle as we see the destruction, the judgment that's going on in Gaza that's coming from the Lord. Because if you get caught up being idle in these last days, you're going to end up like this sister. Now, we're going to show this right here. This is a sister over in Palestine. This is a Palestine. She's not our sister physically. I always say sister, brother. But this is a Palestinian woman over in Israel right now. And I want you to look at her mindset. She's a Palestinian with an Israel citizenship. Watch this. Play that video. This is going to happen.
Palestinian woman with Israeli citizenship arrested on terrorism charges over her WhatsApp status.
Watch this.
You are arrested on the allegations of sharing content that encourages terrorist actions. No, impossible. Hang on, and supporting impossible. I say that may God grant victory to Israel. I swear.
Hold on, pause it. Listen to what she's saying. This is a Muslim woman. And she's saying, I say that God bring victory to Israel. Victory to Israel is the destruction of your people.
So she's recanting everything
she's recanting what she's saying. This is what's going to happen to a lot of us being idle. Being idle, not studying, not girding ourselves up, understanding prophecy, history. When they come to us, a lot of us, the first thing we're going to do, America is great. I never said the white man was the devil. I'm not an Israelite no more. This is going to be our mindset, just like her mindset. She used the word swear when Christ said, don't swear at all. Play it again.
Content that incites violence and terrorism. We investigate your involvement in a terrorist group. No.
And this is what's going to happen to, we can stop there because we ain't got time. This is what's going to happen to a lot of sisters. A lot of you sisters, y'all going to be in this same predicament when that time comes. Brothers ain't exempt either, but I'm just telling you, you're going to be hysterical just like this sister when they come knocking on your door because you have shared an IUIC video. You have shared some type of content. This is why we tell y'all, hey, you make dummy accounts. Don't put your name, don't attach your name to social media, period. Because you supposed to learn from it and understand, hey, this is what's coming.
Right.
This is what's coming. So we bring this out. Go back to that Ezra's for us to learn. Don't be idle. Because these nations, as they did to her, when they come to her with these warrants, that they're going to arrest her for spreading what they call propaganda against the establishment, they make you an offender of the word. For a word. That's what Isaiah told us.
Yeah.
Read that again.
2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 68.
Go ahead.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Read, watch this.
And they that consent unto them,
just like this woman consented. If you consent in that day, read,
shall be had in derision. And in reproach and trodden underfoot.
You don't think Esau, in his mind, he know what he doing when he put this out?
Yep.
He knows she got family of the Palestinians. I'm gonna put this out to put you in a reproach, so the people can look at you. Hold on. What do you mean?
Right.
Victory to Israel.
Right.
What did you mean? What did you mean by that? You know the Taliban don't be playing no games.
Right. She would be considered a traitor.
You're a traitor.
Yeah.
They don't play no games.
And Taliban ain't gonna lock you up.
And hell no. Off with your head.
Straight up.
This is what's going on. Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, I was going to say, too, and that shows the importance of you sisters actually studying. Because a lot of y'all rely on the men at the school, you rely on your husband, but you're not studying for yourself. That's going to get you jammed up.
It's going to get you jammed up. So this is what we bringing this out. We bringing this out as we come to closing. This is for all of us. We all got to understand this is the time as we see the prophecies being fulfilled, the judgment on Gaza. Why that's happening is because of the captivity of the Israelites. This is the time right now for you to be studying, getting your mind, getting spiritually built up, girding up your loins so you can withstand this insurrection that's coming up on us. Because that kindle of that great multitude, that fire that Amalek has towards Gaza, he got that right now to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yep.
Because he knows once the 12 tribes of Israel be reestablished, his kingdom is over.
It's done.
It's over. So what do I do to stop this? I have to come and I got to destroy them. So let's make sure in these last days that we getting ourselves together. We're not just watching videos to parakeet. We actually watching videos, studying for the application to apply these things in our lives. All right? So all praise to the Most High. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 18:7.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Give me that thing right there. There's nothing to be afraid of. All praise to the Lord. And you Negroes better accept. Read what you got.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
So of thy people were accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
You got to accept the salvation of the righteous. Listen, you got to accept the salvation of those that are keeping the commandments. You got to accept that thing. To hell with anybody that don't want to keep the commandments. Like you said, if you don't want to keep the commandments, that's a state of pride. You abomination to me. I'm accepting those men and sisters that's in this fight to win this thing. That's going to endure. That's what I'm accepting. That's what you better accept. Read, come on.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
Go ahead.
And destruction of the enemies.
And you better accept the destruction of your enemies. Accept this thing. Put it down into your spirit. Sit back and let's enjoy. Let's get our popcorn. And let's just enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. You understand? Laugh now because, hey, one day it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. So all praises be to the Lord. All praises be to the Lord.
All praises.
All praises, man, to the Holy One of Israel.
And Israel only.
And Israel only.
Yep.
Right? And we talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you Amalekites, you have no God.
You have no Lord.
I am your Lord.
Coming soon.
Coming to a city near you.
Coming to a city near you.
I'm Captain of Red.
Officer Benaiah.
Officer Abishai.
Officer Eliakim.
All praise to the Most High. Shouts out to the IT team. The IT team been on point, bro.
Smooth today.
They been on point, bro. I don't know what it is, man. Soldier Ira been back there. You doing your thing back there, bro. You losing the back of your head, but you doing your thing. You doing your thing. So all praises, man. This is Sayings of the Seers. Hey, we be back. Y'all already know, 12:30 every Monday.
Yes, sir.
We giving you an opportunity, man, to get away, and we taking you to the time to clock out. You understand? So, hey, hopefully, Lord's will, we did our job today. Join us. Make sure you like, subscribe. Like and subscribe. After the show is off, go drop a comment. Let us know what you think about the show. Hey, can you put that clip up, Soldier Isaiah, that you sent me? The thumbnail. Do you got it? Put that up right quick. Let's put this up because we need some help, y'all. We need some help. All right, we trying to get a green screen. You know, I want some action. I want the bombs behind me as we talking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Cap, they was liking the shirts too.
Yeah. We got the shirts.
Yes, sir.
We got the new shirts. Shouts out to the officer Mataniah, the House of Mataniah. You understand? Putting in big major works. Hooked us up with T-shirts. These shirts is gonna be for sale. You understand? Coming to a city near you.
That's right.
You know, Oklahoma, when somebody walk in with the shirt on, don't be telling them to take the shirts off, man. Stop hating.
Riverdale too.
Riverdale too.
Damn.
You understand?
What's that church say? You can't wear fringes?
You can't wear, yeah.
Can't wear
Damn.
Seers
So all
shirt.
praise. Put that up there right quick. We almost done. It's up there. Hey, so support Sands of the Seers. Support it. All right, IUIC Kansas City. Hey, donate to the page, IUIC.KansasCity at IsraelUnite.org. All right, make sure you tag it for Sands of the Seers. All right, we need your support. We're trying to get better. We're trying to go to another level. Make sure that everything is professional. You know, understand? The best cameras, the best mics, you know, even our teaching. Everything, we trying to take a step up. So let's make sure that we support all the shows.
Right.
Support all the shows. Subscribe to IUIC TV. Make sure you supporting the land donations. All right, we doing big things, man. Big things. When you got good, you can put us back on there. When you got good leadership, you understand the scripture says, man, the people rejoice. Things get done. So, you know, honors. Definitely. Shouts out to the officers, the soldiers and the officers. Hey, honors to the deacons, the captains. Hey, double honors to the bishops. You understand? So all praise to the Most High. Hey, and with that being said, shalom.
That's when we saw it.
It's getting cloudy. When our chariots come, then we outie. If you bout it, white robes in the closet, redeeming my body, that's already done.